Oh yeah, Wander, just to occupy silence. That's what streamers do. Shut up. Yeah. YouTube stream, let's go. I think it's working.
Relax.
I think I am indeed streaming. My streamer powers have come online. Everything's a go. Top chat changed to live chat. Twitch seems to be working. YouTube seems to be working. Now all that's left is for me to get my 4-hour skin. Okay, let's go. Probably should have done this earlier. But you know, it is what it is. I've got lots of stuff to do. I don't have much stuff to do.
They were so
I'm just
fast.
lazy.
Paimon couldn't even tell where they hopped off to in the end.
Excuse me, honored travelers.
Okay, I'm locked
Come from
in.
the Cliff
My
of
full attention
Prophecy,
is on the
perchance?
story. Cliff of Prophecy, perchance.
The chubby paper hamster just talked.
It's so weird because I think I know that Paimon's voice actor is actually working as voicing what's her name, Sokaku in ZZZ now, and she sounds so much cooler in as Sokaku in ZZZ. Not to be biased towards ZZZ or anything.
Chubby? Who are you calling chubby? I've just got a slightly thicker layer of paper on me, that's all.
Because people have been shitting on Paimon's voice actor for so long, and I actually think she sounds so like on point as Sokaku, even better than the previous voice, to be honest.
Allow me to introduce myself.
Hello, Almond.
My name is Almond, and I'm an elder of the Forest of Blessings. I've been waiting here for the hero of prophecy to arrive.
Oh yeah, to reiterate,
Traveler, could you pinch Paimon just to make sure she's
the
not
reason
so
my
sweet?
stream stopped like 20 seconds ago was because the power actually went out.
Pinching, you say? Well, I can help with that. Although you'll have to get.
Would
a
you
little
imagine
closer.
that? Me
My
trying to get my
arms are rather
skin and
short.
the power just goes out for like 2 seconds. Amazing. This is what it feels like to live in Canada.
We just need a minute.
This place kind of looks like Canada. The trees kind of look like Canadian
Let's
trees.
think things through. We know for sure this isn't the world we're familiar with. The talking paper animals and all the paper trees and plants make that pretty clear.
I like how they don't even bother with giving us an explanation for why we're here in the beginning. The way we did it for the Bottle Land.
The hero from
In the
another
Bottle Land, we
world,
still had like some
supported by
sort
their
of contrivance to.
companions, shall restore peace to the world. That is what the prophecy says.
There was some sort of contrivance to explain why we were here in this world, but now it's just like, no, you go to a different world now.
Deary me, I completely forgot to introduce you to this world, didn't I? And here I am, getting all excited by the arrival of the hero. You'll have to excuse me. This old brain isn't what it once was, all shell and no nut. Oh well, perhaps my once glossy paper has
I like the
faded
wordplay.
past the point of no return.
It's okay, really.
They're
You can
going
just
full
tell
in
us
on the
all about this
immersion.
world
What
now.
the shit?
Let me think. Where should I even begin?
They're going full in on the
I've
immersion
forgotten
with like
everything
the
that
paper
happened in the
analogies.
Right. I believe the story circulating along the pulp of this forest goes as follows. A long time ago, 3 goddesses created this world and named it Simulanka.
So I'm guessing those are the Hexen Circle.
The goddess of creation.
Nope,
who presides
maybe not.
over matter and magic.
No, wait, it
created
might
mountains
be.
and rivers and
I thought the goddess was
endless
referring to the
life.
primordial one or
Her
something like
powers
that,
also
or at
paved
least
the
one
way
of
for
the
Simulanka
shades.
to exist in numerous worlds.
But since it's referring to matter and magic, I think it's more likely it's one of the Hexen Circle now.
After the goddess of creation,
Ooh, that's
came
pretty.
The goddess of prophecy, with dominion over the stars and the
That really
force of
is a
fate
fake sky
itself.
because you can literally
She
see like the
induced
stars
sky
hanging
to
from it,
spin and
like hanging on a
earth to
thread.
move.
That's a
Even to
fun
this day,
imagery.
Her statue still stands tall at the highest point of Constellation Metropole. The final goddess was the goddess of fate, she who reigns over all treasured tales and dearest wishes. She bestowed upon us the fierce and everlasting feelings of love and hate, and showed us the meaning of death and hope.
Whoa, they all seems super impressive. Sounds like they really did a lot.
Of course. The all-new residents
That sounds
of
so
Similar
ominous.
come to the forest to thank the goddess of creation for founding this world, and travel to Constellation Metropole to witness the divinations of the goddess of prophecy's numerous oracles. After that, they make their way to the end of the world and tell the goddess of fate about their most cherished dreams. Well, at least that's how it used to be.
How it used to be? Did something bad happen?
You mentioned something about restoring peace to this world.
Oh, yeah. That has to do with the hero you're waiting for, right?
Yes, this old brain of mine may have forgotten many things, but I will never forget the day the evil dragon descended upon our forest. It came down from the skies in an ominous black mist and ravaged our homeland. Its gigantic footprints can still be seen in the kingdom of breezes and bells. We're incredibly fortunate that no one was hurt.
Sounds terrifying.
The terror doesn't stop there, I'm afraid. Ever since the attack, the Calligraphy Tavern in the forest has been closed. No one knows why, but it's a catastrophe of the highest order for us, forest dwellers.
A catastrophe of the highest order? All because a tavern closed? If we were talking about Mondstadt here, Paimon might understand, but is it really all that serious?
Good goddess of creation above. We'd take even the greatest flood over the closure of the tavern. Wet paper will dry out with time. Fallen trees can be restored. But the Calligraphy Tavern is the only source of the magic tonic that sustains all creatures in the forest.
Magic what?
Magic tonic. It was gifted to the forest by the goddess of creation herself.
Man, how does Hoyoverse
A
come up
special
with this
potion
stuff? Like an entire
helps us
town of
maintain
origami.
our vitality.
It sounds so Pixar. You'd think that like a Pixar movie would have been made before this.
Well, our bodies will
And then Hoyoverse
gradually
copied off of
crumple
them.
and become brittle until
But as
they
far as I know, there
eventually
is no
disintegrate
stories like this
entirely.
for animation so far.
Colours will
There's no
fade.
animated
We'll start to
movie
lose our
such as
memory
this for
until we can't even remember
my
our own
foreseeable
names.
knowledge. We can tell we can't even remember our own names. Oh, they're doing the thing again. They're foreshadowing.
But wait, Grandpa Almond, does that mean you've already...
I can't wait to watch the Ashkai video that explains how this story relates to Natlan and foreshadows everything that is going to happen there.
Oh, I'm
Yo,
afraid so.
Ratch, what's up?
The
Just a
colour
few
has all
hours till
but
main, yeah.
completely faded from my paper.
Guess what I'm doing and where I am
All
in this
really
event.
remember is that I'm
Just like
supposed
last
to wait
time.
here for the hero of prophecy, but I've already forgotten who gave me that.
My
order to
YouTube
begin
stream still
with.
going on. Oh, there's like 2 viewers. Insane. We're almost Natlan. Ain't no way you can finish all this, yeah. Hopefully I can just get my skin and
Pixie, may the
I can feel good about
goddess of
myself.
fate reward you and your friend for your
I feel kind of bad about not doing this one because it's actually really good apparently. And I've watched other people do it, so I pretty much already like I pretty know
the
everything
heroes
about
I've been
this
waiting
before
for all
it's like
along.
I have a good gist of what's going to happen here because I've already watched so many other streamers do it, so I don't feel that bad.
Can't even remember how
But at
we
the same
got here,
time, it's
so
like
not looking too promising.
I feel like I may have just watched too many streamers because I feel like I don't have as much motivation to play the game myself. We were just following the road and then ended up here. We're trying to find a way back to our world.
Well, this is turning out to be quite the.
I was actually
conundrum
planning
for
on streaming this
Almond
last
Brain
night, but then I
here.
was watching somebody else
Prophecy
play
never mentioned anything like
another
that.
game. I was playing too much Black Myth Wukong. Black Myth Wukong kind of just derailed my entire like schedule.
For now,
I've been
why
playing
don't
that
you come
nonstop.
with me to the
Well, maybe not
Hall of
nonstop, but maybe
Blessings,
like
the
around
Forest
46
Fair
hours every single day,
Maybe
which is
she'll-
basically my time for playing video games myself.
Whoa, a forest fairy? Like one that knows magic?
That's
you
been really
betcha.
fun. But yeah,
She's
I've basically
prophesized
abandoned
to
all
join
gacha
the
games in
hero
that
on that
time, except for
journey.
dailies.
Well, then she sounds like exactly the kind of person...
Actually, it was so bad that I was doing the last event for Genshin Impact, the combat event, all the way up to the last minute, and I forgot to get my rewards before the event ended. That was how bad it was. I was just like, I was losing track of time so badly. Which is crazy because I'm actually more excited for Genshin Impact now than I was like a year ago. Paper frogs live in the ring song pond and are adept jumpers. I've been hearing about that game. If I found Elden Ring partly good, it's not, but not in love with it, would I end up liking Wukong? It's like Elden Ring. It's not like Elden Ring. It's like Sekiro combined with God of War. So if you like God of War and you like Sekiro, then you'll probably like this game. Modify the frog's jump direction and distance. Press the attack button while pulling on the magic thread to make the paper frog jump forth. When the pulling distance exceeds the magic blah blah blah. Okay. Huh. What? Whoa. What? Wait. Oh. Cool. This is new. Oh, I have to make it jump to the other side. They're so inventive now. Like, this is such an improvement over... Like, I'll be honest, I think, like, Zelda Breath of the Wild has been entirely power crept. I haven't played Tears of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom yet, but... Yeah, this shit blows the shit out of Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is so last year. It's actually like more like 4 years ago now, to be honest.
The wind rises.
I'm so excited for World 9. Natlan's gonna be so good. I sound extremely unexcited right now because, well, it's actually like 12 a.m. Not 12 a.m. It's 12 p.m. But it's basically like 9 a.m. for me because I just woke up. Because I was watching somebody else play Black Myth Wukong.
Too slow.
Because I'm fucking stupid.
Fury.
Are you on a free-to-play account? No, this is my free-to-play account doesn't really care about the skins because I just buy the skins anyways, which kind of like takes away from the idea that it's free-to-play, but you know, it is what it is. This is the account where I care about the free-to-play skins the most. So basically, I'm here for the skin. This place is so cool.
Too slow.
That meadow over there looks pretty strange.
Oh, it's all dark and gray.
That's what the Calligraphy Tavern looks like. Now it's lost all of its color.
Ooh, wait, who's exit? Who's blocked exit? It's so dark. Knock, knock. Oh my god, that's so cute. I have no. Oh my god, here we finally laid it out. Oh, cool. They're going to add a pet system to Honkai Star Rail soon. Hopefully they do something creative with that and it's not just like for looks.
Quit following me.
For aesthetics. Maybe we'll have a Pokemon battle system of some kind. I don't know. Why is this all gray and dark? That thing just loaded in there.
Behold.
Where am I supposed to go? I have no clue. Am I supposed to be following a quest of some kind? Summer Tide. I should probably follow this. Okay, let's just go do the story for now. I'll deal with this later. But I do my ZZ stuff while watching you. Nice. Have you seen the leaks? We're getting a furry female character. I'm so excited.
This is the place.
Like, she's like
You
just on the
wait a
cusp of
moment.
being like not
Very
my
trippy.
thing. But she looks, you know, humanoid enough for me to be like, oh, hey, I can like, I don't know, jerk off to that.
Traveler, Paimon!
Ultra,
Paimon
that's her
knows that
name.
voice?
Only seen the Sons of Caledon
It's
ones,
really
yeah.
you. I'm so happy to see you.
Fuck, I bought her skin, but I don't have Nilo on my free-to-play. Maybe calm down. But it's not free-to-play because I spent money on the skin.
Sorry.
Oh, I love how they use so many CG images now.
who is the
This is something
forester?
from Honkai Star Rail.
Look the part.
They never used to use so many CG images, by the way. It used to be only like it used to be only a
Thank you.
hangout thing.
But to be honest, I'm still
That's
getting used to
certainly
it.
a sentence to enter the. Wait, you streamed today? Yeah, I streamed
It's
today
weird to
because
see.
I need to get my
I
skin.
remember I was reading a book.
And if I don't get my
in the
skin, I'm gonna,
dark,
like,
And then I
rage.
guess I must have fallen asleep at some point because, well, then I woke up dressed like this.
So somebody else dressed you in this, and then after you fell asleep.
And
In my dream,
That's something.
someone spoke to me. They said, "You are the fairy of the Forest of Blessings. Now go, save the forest with
I've
your
watched
magic."
other people stream this, so it's like I'm not.
At first,
I've
I
already
thought
got the
this whole world was
experience.
just part of the dream.
But I feel like I've been
No
watching
matter
so
how
many
hard
other
I
people
tried,
stream
I couldn't seem to
that I
give
have
up.
less motivation to play
I
the game
couldn't find
myself.
anyone
It's a
anymore
really
in the
bad
real
thing to
world
do
either.
when you're trying to be like a streamer.
Sounds similar to what happened with
When you
us.
actually
We
actually
also
want to
have
play
no
the game
idea how we
yourself.
got here.
Okay, so for the
Anyway,
two of you who just
sorry
got
for
here,
my
basically,
reaction back there.
my entire schedule
got
was
a bit
fucked
too
up by the
excited
fact
when I
that I
saw
was
you
playing
two.
Black Myth Wukong for like last week.
It's
So that's
okay,
my
I
excuse.
totally understand.
I've been playing
We were
Wukong for
looking
like
for a way
46
out
hours
too.
every single day.
At least we know we're not alone.
Oh, blessed be
And
the
I think you need to
goddess
go
of
fast, 2 or
fate
3 hours
above.
before the game maintenance,
You're
yeah.
already friends with the fairy of the forest.
Grandpa Almond, thank you so
It's
much.
not
for
too
bringing
bad.
me friends
I'm
here.
pretty sure I can
Could
at
you
least
let
get
others know
the
I'm coming? I'll
get
head
the
over right
skin.
away.
And if I can't, then it's not like the biggest loss of all time because
Of
it's
course,
Kirara.
leave it to me.
And I'm not saying that Kirara is shit. I'm just saying that it's
Hey-ho,
Kirara.
pistachio.
And if I don't get her skin, I'm not gonna be the
Today
saddest person of all
truly is a
time.
blessed day.
I just want to see the sights.
Wow, Nilu. Looks like you made short work of getting to know the locals.
Well, when I arrived here yesterday,
I'm so excited for
Grandpa Almond
Natlan.
told me all about the state of this world.
Like I don't sound
Since
like
I
it
think
because
of
it's in
me
the
as their
morning,
forest
and
fairy,
I feel
just
tired as
felt
fuck
like I had to try to help them.
because I barely got any sleep last night.
Oh,
I was
so you
doing
mean, like,
other
using
stuff.
Some kind of forest magic to repair
I don't
the
have
cavern?
Chlorinde.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately.
I don't know how to use the magic of this world. I've tried using my vision, but it doesn't seem to
You
work.
can't use your vision? What is
If
this?
the books stored in this hut are
This is
anything
not
to
my
go by,
fantasy.
this seems to be the place where the goddess of creation first made the townspeople of this forest. She folded the pages of books into small origami animals, gave them life with her magic, and with time, that's how the Forest of Blessings took shape.
Sin circle shit,
Hmm,
I think.
maybe one of the books here could teach us how to use magic.
I read them all, but only
Girl with
found
Chlorinde
one
and Candace
reference
with
to magic.
Arlecchino. I have like none of those characters. I don't have Chlorinde.
The
I don't have
incantation.
Arlecchino. I mean,
Abracadabra
well, I do,
means
but on my F2P
to create
account.
what I say. This is a world made up of words, where fantastical powers can be wielded by all.
Yes.
Okay, so basically everyone in this world can use magic? That's nice, but still kind of vague.
Yeah, from the other books I read, it seems like this goddess really likes to play fast and loose with the details.
So,
This feels
what should we do
vaguely
now?
familiar to like this. I'm getting a sense of deja vu because I distinctly remember that the exact same situation happened with Bottle Land.
Oh,
Except with
yes.
Bottle Land, I was
I
genuinely
going to
not that
help some of
excited
the
for
other
it because I
residents
heard
of
that
the
it was like
forest.
for
They've
little
been busy
kids,
making preparations to reopen
which
the
I was
cavern,
fine
so
with, but it just
I
seemed
thought
like
I
a
could
bit
help
too
out.
dumbed down. And this is not it. I feel like the moment I got to this place, I felt like it was the complete opposite of dumbed down.
Got it.
Even the puzzles, I
Just
feel like
focus on what we
the
can
little
do for now.
mechanics that I just started to see are like way more intricate than anything I've done.
This whole
in
thing is
Genshin
making
before.
me pretty nervous, actually.
Is there a
It's like
main
I can riff
Tartaglia
on stage
account?
without being taught the choreography.
Is this your main Tartaglia account? I don't have Tartaglia. Actually, I do. That's wrong. I just don't use him.
Since I'm already wearing the costume, though,
That's a lie. I
might
have
as well try to play
Tartaglia.
the part.
I just don't give a shit
It's
about
what
him
a professional dancer would do.
because I have
Who knows? Maybe
What's her
I'll
name?
find my own
Not
magic
Nilu.
along the way.
Kokomi.
All I can do
Damn.
is try.
I
right?
almost forgot about Kokomi's name. She's
At
just
least
like
you're optimistic.
fishy girl now. She's the fishy girl because she got her dragon
Thank
title
you.
taken away from
And
Neuvillette.
let's
Fuck that
go.
guy. Wow. This is such good UI. They put more effort into the UI than they do in the end game. I'm not bitter or anything. Huh. Brave northerly wind. Oh, cool. Cool. I don't know what this means. But cool. Where am I? Like, where actually am I on the map? Oh, there I am. I see myself now. Where's the waypoint, though? Because isn't it... Oh, it's just this really small map. Never mind. What time in your place, but it's 12 p.m. 12 p.m. What is that? Would you rather climb? Or would you rather do
Squall and fury.
a Wonder Scaradouche? Levitate. Escalate. Elevate. Zam! I'm at the top of the roof.
Behold!
Damn, this place is kind of small. I bet it opens up. I bet it's like gigantic. It's like all the way. Oh my god, it is gigantic. Let me get the waypoint first. Actually, never mind. I don't care about the waypoint. Let's just go do the story. Here? I'm not sure why I'm collecting these shiny things, but I'm sure it's for something. The flying squirrels of the Kingdom of Breezes and Bells are adept flyers. Get close and use the interact button to work together with them and direct them through the garlands. Holding an attack button while enjoying cooperation will display the flight path. Release the attack button and the flying squirrels will attempt to pass through the garland along the path you indicated. The flying squirrel will immediately turn back after reaching the end of the flight path. They will only stop in midair and will wait your use of the attack button to summon them back after they have hit flower balls. I have no idea. I forgot what it... Oh. Okie doke. Oh my god, they're following me. Oh my god, I have a pet! What is this? What does any of this mean? What the shit? Holy cool! Wow. Oh, I failed. Come back. Ah. I'm a Pokemon trainer. Oh my god, this must be like proto Natlan mechanics that they're doing right now. This is literally proto Natlan. So cool. This is legitimately pretty innovative. It's 3:12 a.m. here. I thought it would be around 3 in your place. No, I'm in Vancouver. Flowers that have curled on themselves for a nice nap. They will awaken and open after being hit by flying squirrel impacts, character attacks, and other shocks. Having been so really awakened, they will show their immense displeasure by creating a current that can move garlands. What the hell? What does that even mean? I am confused. That's a lot of words. Oh, cool. Cool. It's a windy blowy thingy. Wow.
Too slow.
I love windy blowy thingies. That's actually a really good use of the environment, actually.
Quit following me. Squall and fury.
It's like it's making more use of the elemental systems, sort of. What is that? Is that a jumpy thing? Yes, it is a jumpy thing. No, 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 no. Oh. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Vancouver. I almost forgot that you were in Canada. Yeah, I hate it here. But I hate it less than Taiwan. What? Come with me to the cave. Okay. I will follow you. My berries? They stole his berries. They ate his berries. He bought a box of them from Costco, and they were eaten by the little squirrels. Oh, I have to kill the things. This is typical Genshin. Thank God, I was worried. Imagine if I had to do anything other than kill hilichurls in this game. That'd be so nerve-wracking. So discomforting. What would I do without having to kill hilichurls? You're amazing. Yes, I know I am. We should be cautious. As we venture deeper into the cavern, what shall we find? More hilichurls? Hilichurl evolved? Dead hilichurls? This is a nice cave. Anyways. Die.
Gears of the storm.
I was right, it was hilichurls. Wow. Thank you for chasing those villains away. I know, right? I'm such a nice person. Please return to the berries. Now, where's my skin? Return the berries to the person at the thingy. Okay. Wait, aren't you guys going back? No, I guess not. Wait, was this cave literally made just for this one quest? Oh my god. This one side quest. And I have to climb out of it like a normal person. Are you gonna stream Natlan? Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it on my free-to-play account, probably. Actually, I don't know if that's gonna be possible. We'll see. I just want to get to Natlan. Holy shit, I'm just giving him, like, the very generic berries. Like, I have so many of those. Why did I even have to do the quest? I could have just given it to him immediately. Imagine being worried about berries when you can literally pick them up all over the place.
Take it easy.
Anyways. Wow. Let me guess. I have to go through the thingamabobs. Amazing. Whee. Ooh. Whee.
Take it easy.
This is so relaxing. No, no, no. Hello? Thank you. Huh? Yes? Calm down, there's no rush. Jesus Christ. Wait, I have to go upper. Yes. Thank you. Give me my blue balls. This is what I live for. This is what Genshin is all about. You need a free-to-play account or the whale one. Probably both.
A chest full of valuables.
I feel like I'm gonna be streaming a lot this week because I've basically like put Black Myth Wukong on back burner. Unfortunately, I love Black Myth Wukong. What a great game. I've had such a surprisingly fun amount of time with that game. Like, for the most part, I just play gacha games now, but I really do think, oh my god, how do I get up there? But I really do think that Black Myth Wukong is just like, I don't know. There's just something about the Black Myth Wukong mythology that makes me go like, oh my god, this is so cool. How do I climb up there? Normally, like a normal, non-climbing character. I wonder if, oh yeah, Natlan is going to introduce special climbing characters. That's gonna be cool. I don't think we have special climbing characters yet. We have characters that improve your rate of climbing, but we don't have characters that actually just have like special climbing. So I've been playing non-gacha games is pretty relaxing. I feel like gacha games are my relaxation game, which is why I don't feel as good streaming them. Unfortunately for like Black Myth Wukong, it's like on my PS5, so... What the heck? What are you doing? What's going on? Hello? Catch up with 4 flying squirrels.
Squall Fury.
What? Got you. Oh, I got distracted. Oh, I have to get them before they do the thing. I have to press the buttons. Oh.
Behold.
I'm cheating. This is why I don't want to use special characters. I don't want to pull for special movement characters. Because it's just too easy. I literally just scooted over here with Scaradouche. Something played
Want this?
Kirara. Oh right, Kirara. She exists, I guess.
Search for it.
God, she's such a boring character. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like Kirara. Goodly treasures.
Gather.
Treasures be with you.
I will have order.
I will have order. Goodly treasure be good. Is that the one thing you say?
Squall Fury.
This is cool. What do you have? You offer me. What do I need to do? Each person gets 1 berry. The snatching only starts when I say it do. What the heck? Round and round this table stroll. I like how Kirara talking, but in Japanese she is really cute in Japanese. So fast. Whoa! That was so hard. I didn't even know what I was
You
doing.
want this?
Let's move on. It'll be much harder this time. I will actually have to understand what I'm doing, I think. What are they doing? Round and round the table stroll. Little berry, come to my bowl. Oh, they're rhyming. This is serious shit. They're rhyming. This is serious. Grab. Grab. Oh, I grabbed something. Wait, that's it?
Take it and have fun.
Oh, I stole from the little kid. That's funny. I actually just stole from the little kid. No. Ah, 2 more brave warriors step up to the plate. Are you here to play Boreal Flurry? Come then, right this way. I'm looking forward to witnessing your unmatched powers of flight. I haven't said anything about it. One needn't keep cool to fly, dear guest, not at all. A cool head will merely dull your sense of the wind. Only one who faces the wild wind utterly unprepared may uncover their true potential. Flying squirrels nowadays are far too timid. They've utterly forgotten the lessons taught by the brave northerly wind. Is this related to Mondstadt? Because that's the only wind I know. They stand in safe spots and declaiming the courage of leaves that dance in the wind, yet are far too frightened to leap into its embrace themselves. How can we protect the kingdom alongside her highness if things continue to the way? The ludicrous, ridiculous, I say. Man, this flying squirrel sure is the energetic type. Looks like he really loves flying. I love how I'm voicing everything in this like super shitty monotone manner. And they're like, wow, he's so energetic. And that's why I found my passage myself with especially intense wind currents and set up all sorts of devices inside it. Only the bravest, the boldest, and the most bellicose in flight shall best scores. Amazing. Do you have the required courage, dear? Yes, sure. Give me my primo gems. Wow. Stirred against the wind. Complete the challenge. Okay. Wow, that's so far away. Typical Genshin. You want me to go to that place? Okay. About the wind path. The animations are so good for these new animals. Launch. Yes. I blew the flowers down, blustered the leaves a blister, and swept hats off the heads of passersby. My goodness, I even left that lovely lake all astir. Day passed, years went by. This northern wind never again dared to blow forth. And the land he was charged with fell into awkward, windless stupor. Okay. And so his friends, the flying squirrels, came to him and asked, "Why do you never come out anymore? Have you fallen ill?" The north wind said sadly, "I've ruined everything. I've brought nothing but sadness and sorrow and the ruination of such good things." Is the northern wind just Dvalin or Doran? "No, you haven't," his friends cried out in surprise. "You've helped us soar into the skies. You've carried rainwater to distant places and delivered petals and seeds to their places. I know this is my duty, but I want to avoid the mistakes I make." He shook his head. "There must be a better way to finish my job, better than what I'm doing now." Okay. His friend looked at each other, knowing that the north wind was shrouded in self-doubt and anxiety, but for their friend's sake, they needed to keep coming up with something, and so they told the north wind to blow upon them once more as he pleased, that this time they'd take care of everything on the ground. And thus the saddened north wind set out, still half mired in doubt. Once more, is this rhyming? Once more did he blow across the plains, through the forest, and over the lakes. As he looked down, he saw his friends waving at him. All was in order and with not the slightest spot of mess. Only then did the north wind see clearly that the petals he had blown were filled with tiny seeds, and that new shoots could grow only after the withered yellow leaves had been blown down. And as for that hat, well, if nothing else, it succeeded in warning the rushing gentleman that the weather had shifted, and with it so should his choice of clothes. Wow, this is a long one. When he returned to his dwelling, the north wind expressed gratitude to his friends. Without their support, he surely would have caused the disaster, but they just laughed, saying that they hadn't done anything differently from before. The north wind so wished for perfection that the slightest mistake would all but blinded him. Yet mistakes were normal. Nothing is truly perfect. A north wind seeking to carry out its duty should never have been so focused on avoiding making any mistakes at all. Instead, he should have worked hard toward his true goal to help plant seeds, sow seeds far afield, to lift the burden from the backs of trees, to carry rainwater along, and to remind people to perhaps wear a layer or two less. Only a north wind who completes their work in such a matter might be called brave. That sounds a different kind of courage. Does this story have anything to do with what you were saying before? It is absolutely related. It is fear of mistakes that holds the flying squirrels of our kingdom back from flight. They fear being embarrassed, fear missteps, fear accidental crashing into something. Just like how the north wind was terrified of blowing it. Absolutely ridiculous. The only thing they should fear is the inability to master flight. I really should have made them reread Brave Northerly Wind. You know that. You know what? I should just reprint some new copies and hand them out. Cool. That was a cool story. I'm not sure what the moral was, but that was cool. Anyways. What is this? Do I have to kill it? Oh, I can kill it, just like in the rest of Genshin. Wow. They disappeared. Maybe there was a secret there, and I had to, like, not kill them. But, force of habit. I've been playing this game too long. You can't put hilly trolls in front of me and not expecting to kill them. Wow, chest.
Take it and have fun.
Wow, berries. Bullaberry. That's new. I've never seen bullaberries before. They were probably in Fontaine, but I just didn't care because I didn't do Fontaine. Let's be honest. I didn't do much of Fontaine. I basically just did the Archon quest and like noped out of Fontaine.
Behold.
Edge. Wow. This is a really cool blocky place. I wonder what's here.
The wind rises.
Nothing much, it seems. If I were using any other character, this would be a pain in the ass, but it's slightly less of a pain in the ass because I'm using Wander. Imagine actually having to climb all of this. Insane. Insane. Actually, that was insane because you actually can't do that.
Squall and fury.
Ooh, icon. It's at the top.
Too slow.
If we flew over there. Can squirrels actually fly? Like, if they flap their wings hard enough, do they actually fly? Or is this like one of those... Well, we're technically not flying, but it's almost as good as flying. What is this? Come on, give it a try. Okay. Okie doke. Ooh, I see. I see. I don't really see. The shit. No. The glide, I think. Nice. I love glidey things. No. It's being blocked by the windy thing. I failed. I have to do the other windy thing first. I understand now. Ah. Cool. I'm a genius. First try, guys. First try.
You even want this?
Yes.
Squall and fury.
I'm poor. I need all the Primo Gems. That's not true. I don't have as much motivation to get Primo Gems in this account anymore. And just like Genshin in general, because I've already pretty much done everything. Zenless Zone 0 is another thing. Zenless Zone 0, I'm pretty motivated enough to just like log in every day, do all the events, so on and so on. I'll be honest, I basically just play for the Archon quest in this game now. Okay, that's not true. I still do the in-game content. But it's like... Oh, I already did Imaginarian Theater by myself. Didn't stream it. It's actually pretty fun. I I will always be an Imaginarium theater like shill. I will be the premier Imaginarium theater shill. If I ever bother to make another video again. It's actually quite fun. I don't know why like people hated that thing so much for some reason. And now they're actually improving it. Like God, people are so well. If they didn't complain about it, would it have improved? That's the question. Probably not. Probably not. But I feel like they always plan to give it like more content in the future. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like, I wonder how much of the improvements that the game would have actually happened if we hadn't complained about it incessantly.
Certainly worth
I forgot when they said they will give the dude. What dude? Wuwa will give the free. I don't care about Wuwa anymore. I quit Wuwa. I'll be honest. I have not logged into Wuwa. I realized when Black Myth Wukong came out that like I can't play that many gacha games at the same time. If I ever make another video, it'll probably be about like how many gacha games there are on the market now, and you can basically just pick and choose the ones you really like, and then you can play those. And for me, those are the Hoyoverse games. Wuwa is just too much of a hassle to play on a daily basis. Given how things stand, I shall retrieve the relic myself and then decide what to do next. So I have quit Wuwa fully. I still have it installed, but I'll probably uninstall it soon. Your Highness, that will not do. Your Highness, you cannot go. Oh. It seems you have a better solution. Let's hear it then, Mr. Something. Saborn? Steadfast Counselor. Yo, random guy. Santiago Nova. Quick, everyone. Pretend to be shocked about Wuwa not. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, everybody, feign shock. Type shock in chat or something. I don't know. I would like to inform. Yeah. Who could have seen that coming, bro? Streamed after so long. Yeah. I've been playing Black Myth Wukong. That's my excuse. Would like to inform your highness that following a long discussion with Sufashi last night, we have come to the conclusion that it would be better to set up a trial ground somewhere else. Here, and then the guardian who passes our selection process can retrieve the relic for us. 2 birds, 1 stone. These things are so cute. Like, they're actually cuter than what real squirrels would look like. But without the relic, how can we be sure that the chosen guardian is really the one we are looking for? Wait, this is World Quest bench. You said you want the skins as fast as possible. Oh, this is the World Quest, really? We're not misters. I didn't realize. I didn't realize this was World Quest, though we are indeed facing a great crisis. I thought that the World Quest would lead to the main quest, though we are indeed facing a great crisis. That is precisely as the legends predicted. When the crisis befalls us, the guardian shall thereupon emerge. At this moment, what I must do is ensure that they are shown the right path. Besides, I am the best flyer in the kingdom. This guy's name is Psymist. Princess? Oh, this is a princess. That was like a guy. Princess of the Kingdom of Braces and Bells. So there is none more suitable than I to judge the guardian's abilities. But, Sufashi says. Then we go. This does not look like a princess. It just looks like a random squirrel. I didn't do half of this quest. Did anyone get the Kirara skin? I'm not actually that like psyched for Kirara's skin, so it's like if I don't get her, it's kind of whatever. I can always just buy it later, to be honest. On my other account, if I really wanted to. My legs are rather useless when it comes to flight of any kind. How about you? It feels like if the skin is free to play, is like if I can get the skin free to play, I don't care about it that much. It sounds so stupid to say that. Where you go? My eyes. It's like it's less prestigious. I don't care. I only care about the ones you can buy with money. Alas, I fear I would be unable to see their movements clearly enough to judge. Good, that's settled then. The two of you will stay to handle affairs within the kingdom, while I shall assist in managing the selection process at the original location. Something fun to go. I got it. I got the skin mostly for the primos. I'll need them for Kanij since I got a meal. I don't know who exactly I'm going for at this point for Natlan. I like the region. I just don't like the characters just look kind of whatever. I wish there were more tall characters. Oh, greetings to both of you, Simus says, and welcome to the Kingdom of Breezes and Bells. You're very welcome to sign up for the Guardian of the Kingdom selection trials. So bad. I will suck every free thing in this game. Lol. I need Kanish. I think Kanish looks cool from like gameplay standpoint, but then his like actual aesthetics is just like whatever. I'll be gotta be honest. I feel like Zenless Zone Zero's aesthetics are more up my valley. I like how degenerate they are. I feel like Genshin Impact definitely has a greater proportion of like smaller characters, which is not inherently bad. It's just that like I do feel like it's more special when a tall character comes out in Genshin, if I am not mistaken. It's they either have to look like Kokomi or like a purple-haired girl, like a light purple-haired girl or Kokomi looking, for me to care about the characters at this point. How does your highness know this? Your appearance differs greatly from our kingdom's subjects. Have you taken part before? I would not forget it. That's enough chit-chat, I suppose. As it so happens, I was just about to head over to the host the selection ceremony near the relic shrine. Let us go there together. Okay. Ministers, the kingdom's affairs are in your hands. Do not try to let anyone cut this tree down while I'm away. Find your true guardian, if you could. As you wish, your highness, says Saborn and Sufashe. The two of you. Oh my god, it's flying. They can fly. Please come with me. Before the selection officially begins, there are a few things I still need to tell you. Bro, Genshin is allergic to melanin. Yeah, I know. Hoyoverse in general is allergic to melanin. But especially Genshin. But when we have ever managed to hold back the princess, I think there's like one character in the Stonehearts in Honkai Star Rail that is dark skinned, but that's about it. And who knows when he's coming out? He's probably coming out in like 6 years when Honkai Star is already dead. Okay, I need to get my waypoint. And then I need to get this. I need to climb. Who could have guessed? It's all the way up here. Ooh, this is a cool tree. You know what this kind of reminds me of? This is supposed to be like an entirely paper world, right? I actually went to a place in Taiwan once where supposedly everything was made of paper, but it really didn't look like everything was made of paper because the kind of paper they used was really special. So it really just made it look like plastic. So they like combined a whole bunch of layers of paper into something that looked like plastic, and I was like, what's the fucking point? If it looks like plastic, you might as well just use plastic.
Following me.
So they had like paper buildings, but it just like looked like plastic buildings. Which is actually cool in itself, because having a plastic building is, I don't know, it's pretty cool. I lost my 50-50 in Wuwa. Yeah. Losing 50-50 in Wuwa is complete dog shit, because the only reason I play that game is because the characters are hot. Yeah. I am that person. I feel like with games that... Ironically, I feel like it's the games that are not as good that make me feel like... Like, I care more about, like, the degenerate stuff. If it's not as good, I'm just like... Well... Well, what's there to do in this game? I guess I can just simp for how hot the characters are. Zenless Zone Zero is kind of like that, to be honest, but it's not as bad. Wait, can I just do this repeatedly? Like, is that how this game works? What the shit? Like, I just do this... Oh, there's a timer! Oh my god, okay, I see. Oh. There's a timer. That's cringe. Stop giving me timers. No more timers. Be like Zenless Zone Zero. No timer end game. This is what the game needs. Oh yeah, did you guys see my tweet about the endgame stuff? I said something on Twitter about how like people like Dim, I don't know if you guys know who Dim is. I think she's a leaker or he's a leaker. I don't know what their gender is, but basically what they said was that they were kind of tired of simulated universe in Honkai Star Rail, and I agreed. I think the time has come for like gacha gamers, especially those who started with Genshin Impact, to just kind of admit that endgame, especially in Honkai Star Rail, is not really as good as people made it out to be, and like it's still fun. But I definitely think that the experience with Genshin Impact and the lack of endgame in Genshin has kind of like warped people's minds on what endgame is in gacha games. Like, inherently speaking, endgame in gacha games is just an excuse for like you to use your characters. Like, they're never going to be the best things in the world, because, well, they're meant to make you have FOMO to spend money. Like, let's be honest.
Unnecessary.
Every single new Abyss reset in Honkai Star Rail is like they give you a bunch of blessings and enemies that are good for that one enemy, for that one character that they are trying to sell that patch. And after that patch, that character is never supported again in the entirety of Honkai Star Rail. Bullet fruit. And that's why it kind of makes it feel like the characters in Zenless in the Honkai Star Rail are a bit more transient, because not only do they have like a small part in the story and then they just kind of leave forever, but they also kind of leave the meta forever as well. It's not like in Genshin Impact where your Kokomi is still relevant 10 years later. In Zenless Zone Zero, it's in the Honkai Star Rail, I mean. I don't know about Zenless, maybe in Zenless too. In Honkai Star Rail, it's like once you're done with that region, your character is just completely foobar. Wow, you want to play with your Firefly in I don't know, 3.0 land? You can't do that, bitch. We don't have break effect here. We don't have enemies that break shit. Wait, did my camera angle just change? I don't know why I just don't like HSR. As long as they're making the bag, they happy. Similar universe is just a permanent events, yeah. I mean, I don't mind that. I don't mind it being a permanent event. What the heck is this? Oh my god, I can extend its leg. Cool. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, okay, I see. Ah. Oh, this is so cool. Like, this is legitimately like a cool. They have gotten so much better with like the way they do these little puzzle features or mechanics. Damn, I suck at this. Like, I don't think, I don't know. It just feels novel to me. This is the most novel thing I have done in Genshin in a long time. Better than any endgame. Like, legitimately, they need to put less combat endgame into Honkai Star Rail and put more of this shit. They need more of this in Honkai Star Rail. Where can we find the berries? La berries, la. Am I going the right way? I'm pretty sure this is the wrong way. This is just nowhere land. Do you really think they'll... Oh my god, there's so much stuff in chat. 53 minutes until Natlan. Are you for real? It's like 2 hours. I'm also not mind that too, and to be honest, I'm also want something like that in Genshin, like Elusive Realm and Bua. Holy shit, you guys are typing too fast. Yo, Adrian Gailey, long time no see, and gamers who may or may not game on a bench. I actually did game on a bench. That's like one of the reasons why I'm called bench gamer. When I was like in my dad's house in Taiwan, I literally, so they originally didn't want me to like PC game all the time. I feel like I've already told this before, but eventually I just like, I went to these like PC bangs and I wouldn't tell my grandparents and my father. What the fuck? Why is this like, why is there an invisible berry here? This was during the time when StarCraft 2 was a thing. And I would just go out to PC bangs all the time. PC cafes, basically. What the hell is this? Do I have to use my brain? Okay, let's try not use my brain here. I'm sure I can do this. Wait, this is completely new. Okay, this is... I've seen this before in Fontaine. I can do this. It's like underwater, but in the sky. So I would go out to PC bangs all the time without telling my father and my grandparents. And eventually they wised up to what I was doing. And they were like, this guy is spending money frivolously all the time on these PC cafes. These dirty PC cafes playing fucking StarCraft 2. What a fucking loser. Why don't we just get him his own PC? Why don't we just get his own PC so he doesn't have to go to these dirty cafes and drink their fucking boba tea? And that's how I got my first gaming PC. I think it was actually my second gaming PC, but it was like one of those. It was probably like my second gaming PC. And that's how I got it. But we didn't actually have a place to put the PC because, I don't know. It's Taiwan. Things are small. Like, there are like very few places that have like large apartments. We basically all lived in apartments, right? So what we did was we put the gaming PC on the ground in the living room, because there was nowhere else to put it. And I would just sit on a bench. Like, literally, it was like one of those low kitty benches for work. And I would just sit on this, like, long-ass bench. This, like, really basic long-ass bench. While playing StarCraft 2 and, like, Assassin's Creed, Dragon Age, all the best games. I'm sorry if I'm not reading chat. I'm super focused, locked in on this right now. Damn. What a great game. That was literally Fontaine's mechanic, but actually, you know, it was actually really good. Wait, I can select stage? What the heck? Wait. Huh. Okay, what's the next one then? Oh, okay, I should probably read chat. I need a gaming PC. I should build one. The lore deepens. Yeah, this is the best lore, right? I got a gaming PC and I put it on the floor and I played with it on the floor on a bench. Genshin gamer. I miss the Kirara skin. Yeah, I don't care about Kirara, so I'm not too, like, torn about it, to be honest. I'm more torn about the fact that I literally spent money on the Nilou skin for my free-to-play account, and I didn't get Nilou, because I was too fucking lazy. I need to stop saying fucking so much. I don't really mean to be that aggressive. I'm just, I don't know, my potty mouth is really bad. That's literally confirms that the reason why they make Fontaine in high ground is to make the diving animation work. That's true. I actually never thought about that, but that's a good... Wow, this grass is super unique. I wish we got... Oh my god, what is that thing? Wow, I can't believe all of this is gonna go away in like 2 hours, and we'll never see it again. Isn't that amazing, guys? Fuck yeah, Genshin. Fuck yeah. That's the last thing. I think... Other than one more endgame mode, maybe like a boss rush. The only thing I would want in this game at this point is to let me replay events. To let people who are not here replay the events. That's really all I want for Genshin Impact at this point. I'm pretty much over like hardcore endgame content. I still want it, but it's not like a present thing on my mind anymore. Like, there are still people who are like, oh my god, Genshin could never, we've been wanting endgame content for 4 years, and they literally give us dog shit for Imaginarium Theater. I think Imaginarium Theater is great, especially now that they're adding a harder mode. Like, realistically, if you're a whale, you're always going to be able to trivialize it, so, like, who cares? Who cares about the whales? Oh, this is...
Please tell me you're joking. We can't have you out of commission with the tavern about to reopen.
Almond, you're onto something. I don't know who you are, though.
I'm sorry, Grandpa Almond. It's the truth. I was just too excited for the reopening and must have fallen asleep in an awkward position.
Correct.
Grandpa Almond, we're here to help.
Oh, hazelnuts on high. You
Gotta go
not have
eat.
come at
I'll be
a
back
better
after if
time.
you're still streaming. I'll be
Please
streaming.
allow me to introduce you.
If the power doesn't go out again, I'll
This
still
is
be
the
streaming.
bartender of the Calligraphy Tavern, Miss Citrus.
There was a heat bar for Natlan, I think. Thank
Miss
God.
Citrus is
The return
supposed to
of
add all kinds of
the return of
delicious fruits to the
Dragonspine.
magic
Was that the
tonic.
last time we had like some
Her
sort of
additions
stamina
all
mechanic?
turned into
I don't
the
know. I had to
finest
drink.
brew in the land.
I'm smart this time. I got a plastic pitcher. If you weren't here, I actually broke my glass pitcher on the table that I'm putting my PC on, and that was kind of freaky because it could have been really bad for my PC, but it wasn't. Ah.
I appreciate the kind words.
Wait, but how
Grandpa,
can they make
but
no story region work then? Almost forgot
my
about
neck.
that. I don't know. I'm super
All right.
super clueless about Fontaine.
Terrible timing.
I definitely think this is going to be my era getting back into Genshin now that they've put like a whole bunch of quality of life stuff into it.
Could you give my
I think it's
tail
not a
little
heat bar.
twist? That should help free up
Is
movement in my
Polygystome
neck.
bar basically
I'll do
extra
it
stamina
myself,
for
but I
Night Soul
can't reach
mechanic?
my own, and
Is
Grandpa
Night Soul the
Almond is
special mechanic like
more
Usia and
than as light
Numa
as a feather.
for Natlan?
The neck and
I feel like the
tail
fact that
are
Natlan
connected?
characters have synergy with each other actually makes me want to get Natlan characters less. Like, I don't want to get Natlan characters because I feel like if I get one Natlan character, I have to get all of them for synergy. And that feels bad.
Of course,
Yeah.
they're connected. Just like how you can't have a rainbow without rain. Anyway.
But it'll
I
probably
just
be
need to
not
position
as
me
like
at the
cool as
right
it
height to
seems.
pick the fruits.
It probably
And
won't be
then
as bad as
put
it
them in the
seems.
barrel over there.
Because Numa and Usia turned out to be not that important. Okay, I already did this. I actually did this mechanic before you introduced it in the main story, so too bad. Wow. Amazing. Unironically amazing mechanic. I feel like playing crocodiles. Do you guys know what crocodile is? Oh my god, what is going on? Hungry hippos or something. I'm eating all the... I don't know what the hippos
This
actually eat in
doesn't seem
Hungry
quite
Hippos. Wow. Basically, it makes your Natlan character elemental skill go burr.
My
That
neck
sucks.
feels much better.
So what is with the synergy thing about
So there
Natlan?
really is some kind of connection between your neck and tail.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Does your elemental
I can
skill go more
rest
burr?
easy now, knowing the drinks at the tavern will be
If you have
just as
more than one
wonderful
Natlan
as
character in
before.
the same team?
That's another problem
I'll be honest, I feel like the whole like synergy between characters in Genshin Impact, when it comes to like factions, like Numa and Usia and what the Natlan thing is doing, it kind of just sounds like a worse version of what Zenless Zone Zero has. Like Genshin Impact has done a lot of good things for 5.0, but I feel like the way they do their characters is still kind of like iffy to me. Like I still think Zenless Zone Zero just does it more better. Like they're trying to make you want to get the same set of characters and put them on the same team. It's like you could have done that better if you just make them have like lore tidbits with each other. Like they'll actually have callouts to each other on the same team, the same way as Zenless Zone Zero. Or I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much of a Genshin hater. I'm the #1 Genshin hater, just like Tectone, I guess. I really like Billy. I hate Billy. He's so boring to play. Actually, I don't hate him. I just wish he had an S rank. S rank Billy needs to be a thing. Where am I? What is this? Oh, it's the new mechanics. This is the quest that introduces all the new mechanics. I see.
The forest fairy is here, and she brought her companions.
That's a burst mechanic.
Grandpa
Basically, it
Oliver's
makes you
right, they do look promising.
makes you make 3 Natlan characters in one team better, or better damage. Oh my god,
Hello there, everyone.
that sounds so greedy to be
I heard
honest.
you're working on the piping for the calligraphy tavern. Is there anything we can do to help?
The Night Soul mechanic lets you like glow with like super rainbow colors, right? That's actually really cool. I like the special
Oh, we
effects.
wouldn't dream of
If that's what the
helping you
Night Soul
with our
mechanic
petty
is and
problems,
how it's
my lady.
presented, that actually looks
Don't you
really
worry,
cool.
We have it all under control.
But I don't know how I feel about. Actually, I do know how I feel. I feel like it's shit that it's only for Natlan characters.
You sure about that? Because from where Paimon's
It
floating...
works in
we
ZZZ.
can
Yeah, it works in
use the
ZZZ, but it's
mechanic.
much more relaxed. Like, there's much more nuance to it. There's much more leeway because it's like, for what's her name? For Zhu Yuan, you can either have like a support character or you can have a character from her team. So there's like 2 different ways that you can make her synergy work. Good, because I'm totally gonna Polkanich Mulani, Morvika in one pull. I don't think that's how it works.
Ah, yes. We have my careless friend to thank for that. He promised we could leave the pipe connecting to him, and, well, the results speak for themselves.
I tried the new Abyss, by the way, and it was
Hey,
still
I just wanted to inspect
somewhat
each pipe.
easy.
This is the network the magic tonic has to flow.
I wonder
through.
how
was
long
just
it'll
trying to
be
get
until I
through.
can't
So,
do Abyss with my current teams.
I disassembled the whole thing.
Yeah, this
and
was
now
the hardest
we've gotten
Abyss
to put
has
the
been-
thing back together.
This was the
Anybody
biggest
need too
HP
many
pool
nuts
for this
again?
Abyss. Did any of you guys have any problem doing this Abyss? Because I feel like outside of the fact that it had like higher health pools, it actually wasn't that hard for me. But then again, I have C3 Farina. So I have C3 Farina and I have like a whole bunch of signature weapons on my other characters. So it's like, is it really that? I have a signature weapon for Scaramouche though. Honestly, my account is super unrelatable at this point.
Please don't fight.
Hey, freedom for
I
you.
know everyone wants the tavern to reopen as soon as possible.
I never
so that the
36 star
forest can
again after
return
the
to
recent
normal.
Abyss, not gonna lie. Really? Like, you actually can't do it?
So,
Damn,
What?
I am
You
so
wanna
out of
say
touch with, like, normal players at this point.
Yeah, we're here anyway, so we might as well be helpful. We just need to reassemble these pipes, right?
Yeah, having a
Well,
C3 Farina
if
basically
you're
means I'm
offering,
invincible. I feel like once I get to C6 Farina, which is my ultimate goal, like, it's over. I will never have to worry about Abyss again, unless there's a Hydro enemy. Then I'm fucked. But even this time with this Hydro enemy, I just used my Dendro Electro team and it was fine. And even for the Geo enemies, I just used John Lee and it was fine as well.
Attention to detail is key.
And this is supposedly the hardest abyss since launch. The hardest in terms of the damage check.
Says the guy who messed
And then it
up
just
the whole
kinda
thing
breezed
in the
through it.
first place.
The only thing that was slightly hard was the mechanism where I had to jump up and down and hit it over and over again. Oh, there's 6 viewers. Holy shit, I didn't even realize. Wow, good for you guys for showing up. Praising you for shilling for me, I guess. Rotate pipe. What does this do? Oh, it's a pipe switcher redoer thingy-majigger. Wait, that doesn't work. What? God, this is so hard. I'm using my brain. How does this work? I don't understand. Rotate pipe. Can I just turn this on? What? I think I have to raise this thing. I love these mechanics, by the way. It's just that it's like... I think I'm dumb. I absolutely am dumb. Help! Help, squirrels, help! I'm in an impasse. What do I do? Is there no tutorial for this? Where are the tutorials when I need them? Sure, let me know when it's connected. Oh, let the flower know. It's connected. Let's go. Oh, actually, I don't think that's how it works. Yeah.
Something doesn't seem quite right. The tonic is stuck.
Yeah, what about now? What about now, bitch? I hope my Vuiko will be also great. Moani feels so good in exploration, not gonna lie. I'll be the judge of that. Actually, I won't be because I probably won't be getting her. I don't have any poles, that's a problem. What is going on? Am I dumb? I am dumb. Something is wrong here. I just don't know what. Shoot it. That's always the solution in these games. Rotate pipe. Oh, I think I can rotate one of these parts maybe. Can I rotate this? This is too hard. My brain is frying. Maybe if I look at it from the top down, things will be different. Things will absolutely 100% change. You have to connect it, let it flow, and then when it reaches the end part, move it. Oh, that's stupid. Damn. They got me. I thought it would be like a continuous water. I thought it would... real life water doesn't work like this. That's not how it works. I call bullshit. That's not how real life water works. You don't...
You did it!
Now the tonic will flow into everyone's cups without getting stuck, right? Oh, gotta say though, Paimon is starting to get
Genshin is
curious
bullshit.
about this magic tonic. Could she have a
Yeah, it's not like a solid thing that is just in one part of the pipe, and then once it gets to one other part of the pipe, you can switch the pipes. That's not how it works. It doesn't... suction doesn't work like that. No offense, but it felt like watching a kid trying to fit a square in a circle. Hi, Bench. Giselle Brett, what's up? Are you speedrunning? No, I'm probably not going to speed.
It's not greed, it's curiosity.
Well, if it's really just one sip, I guess that would be fine.
T-Bot has its own walls.
Just
You're right.
Be careful. This is one of the last cups left in the entire forest.
I'm probably not going to
Supposed
be able to
save it
finish
for
this by the time
research.
that maintenance starts.
Just a sip, promise.
But I'm not too torn about it. I basically just want to see this world. Because I feel like I'm more excited about just like being in this place
Wait,
than actually getting the Kirara skin, to be honest. Because Kirara is not really my favorite character.
the goddess of fate
And I don't
used
really
ink
care
to
about not
compose
getting the
her
Kirara
stories on
skin.
paper. and the goddess of creation used her power to bring those tales
Being
to
stuck
life.
on this puzzle is probably more entertaining than actually getting Kirara skin.
No wonder the tavern is so important to the forest.
Maybe the fading.
I don't even know what the
colors on
requirements are
ink
to get the
within
Kirara
body
skin. Like,
trace
is it
out.
just finishing the main story?
That would. Oh.
Isn't there 3 hours left? There's actually 2 hours. Actually, a bit less than that. It's like
I'm
1 hour and
not
50
really
minutes.
Sure I can really wrap my head around this conversation, but there's no need to get all worked up on our behalf.
I
my
remember
lady.
last time
With the
I
pipe
counted this
installed, I'm
time
sure the
wrong
tavern will be up and running in no time.
for Bottle Land, and I missed out on like 3 hours. I
What
thought
do
I
you
had
mean
3 more
can't
hours than
wrap
I
your
actually
head
did.
around it? The fairy is
You just need to
recounting
open
the
chests,
story of
really?
how the goddesses gave us life. In fact, I've seen the goddess of creation with my own eyes.
Who is the goddess of creation? Is it actually just a
Really?
Hexen Circle person?
Don't be ridiculous. There's no way you're old enough to have met her. We're the same age, and I think I would know considering we went to tell our wishes to the goddess of fate together. So stop talking a load of paper mache.
Oh, fine.
Alice
It was
Clay's
my
mom?
grandfather,
Nice.
all right? He was the one that saw
Have you
it.
guys seen the Alice concept art?
He said.
It looks so nice. It kind of reminds me of
Finished
Freerin.
work. He saw the goddess of creation.
Like,
grant us
she doesn't
life
look
with
like
his own
Freerin,
eyes.
but it reminds me of Freerin.
In her hands.
Can I actually
she
show
held
it?
The very paper used to form our bodies. She whispered something into the pages, and then suddenly
Spoiler,
a
do you
paper
want to
frog
know?
was born,
Open chest and
ready
collect
to
those
leap into the
oculi
world.
things.
Oh, it was spectacular.
Doesn't Alice's mom, I mean, not Alice's mom, Clee's mom, Alice, doesn't she just blow things up? Isn't that her, like, whole thing?
Cut the
I always thought,
theatrics,
like,
will you?
Alice would
You
just
weren't
be, like, a
even there.
bigger Clee, to be honest.
Wait, so that's it? Paimon thought creation magic would have a little bit more pizzazz.
Paimon thought creation,
Oh,
yeah.
so in your world, the creation of life is a much showier affair? Huh. I'm learning something new every day.
I actually came out of my mom's belly because she had a C-section.
Well, that's not exactly what Paimon was
Free
trying
Run
to
Friday,
say.
I miss it. Oh. Do people still watch animes on Friday nights? Because that's when Fridays used to show on cable television when I was a kid. But I don't like, don't people just like torrent things now and, you know, pirate? Because that's what I do.
Magic.
She literally one of the
Doesn't
strongest members in
have to
Hexen
be
Circle.
Spectacular.
I wonder if she started the Hexen Circle,
That's
if it was
enough out
somebody
of you.
else.
All you're boasting is confusing our kind fairy.
Oh, no, it's all right. I actually think I understand the magic of this world a bit better now.
It's actually wild that we still, like... Have we still not met the Hexen Circle in the main story? Like, we have literally no idea what this Hexen Circle is in the main story.
The
It was
honor
always
all
through
ours,
events that we
buddy.
actually got to meet them, or, like, get into contact with them. I'm still not sure, like, I can't remember a time when we saw the Hexen Circle show up in the story, in the main story.
The wind rises.
It's always just been like, oh, Hexen Circle, you're a freaking talking magical goblet in Fontaine. That totally makes sense. You spoke to us like for 2 lines back in Sumeru. I totally remember you. Actually, I think it probably is pretty easy to remember
Take it easy.
the talking goblet.
Easy money.
But like, I just feel like they should have been more of a big presence. What the heck is this? Venti has 2 lines in Natlan. Holy shit. Relevant again, no way. Oh, we technically met Nicole in Scaramouche's quest. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I don't even remember her name. They never really established her. She's just like the talking voice. Oh, musical notes.
Sorry.
I think I know the main reason why.
Hello there. I hope we aren't interrupting your rehearsal.
It's because they literally didn't want to interfere our story in Teyvat, in my opinion. That could be true.
Ah, the forest fairy is here.
I wonder if Alice is like
Lotus leaves and dewdrops.
higher being, like a
Really gotta
descender.
Put in some effort now.
I feel like I've watched a couple of Ashika videos on this, and then she goes back and forth between saying whether or not Alice is a descender.
But I...
Oh, don't pressure yourselves on my account. Are you rehearsing for a show?
I thought it was implied that Alice was not from Teyvat.
Sure are. You see, our group regularly performs for guests at the tavern. We've been out of work for quite some time, with the closure and all. But after hearing of the fairy's arrival yesterday, we figured we needed to get in performance shape right away.
Okay, let me check if I can actually claim my ZZZ streamer rewards. Aside Nicole, the only registration complete 1 hour and 29 minutes. Holy rewards. Holy rewards. Look at all this. You actually can. Today is the second week. This is actually the third week now, and the live stream event ends. Oh my god, I missed out on a week of streaming, so I can only get 100 more primos. I mean polychromes, whatever these things are called. What if time limited events in Genshin is literally events that has got erased from Urban Soul? That would be a really nice explanation for them just being really greedy.
I understand how you feel.
I was watching what's his name? Island XD stream.
Always busy with rehearsals too.
I was watching Island XD stream, the live stream for Natlan, and he looked so like out of it and so pissed. I feel like he's just become too jaded with Holyverse and how they're handling Genshin, and they're like drawing things out too much. Whereas I'm like, I totally understand what they're doing, so I never expected anything different. But I feel like Island XD is just so jaded now. And it's hard not to be with Genshin Impact over such a long period of time. Holy shit, the animation for his eyes is amazing.
Yeah, they do. And it's a really big one. You're the conductor of your group, aren't you? You remind me of Mr. Zubair.
Mr. Zubair.
Ah, then
Zubair.
he must be an ambitious director, one who would do anything to avoid disappointing a single member of the audience.
How are these animals like better animated than the actual ones in the game? Insane. We still have not seen a single horse in Genshin Impact's main story, by the way. Like in the actual open world, we know there are like outriders, but we don't see any horses. The Mondstadt outriders are just completely horseless. They ride, I don't know, each other, I guess.
Is there anything we can do to help you, Mr. Stream?
Oh, no. My problems are mine and...
Wow, this is so well produced. Like, who are you going to pick from the selector? Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about the selector. I think I'm going to go for Kaching.
After the tavern closed...
I think I want to get a C6 Kaching. That's my dream.
I'm always a few beats
My
behind
Kaching,
everyone else,
unfortunately, at
keep sitting
C4...
out of key.
My Kaching is still worse than Raiden Shogun. It sucks. Like, I really just want to use Kaching.
You were our trump card.
You look right, Kaya is a
Best
cavalry
singer by
captain
a
with no
mile.
cavalry, yeah. Genshin Impact's world is completely horseless.
I know.
We have, like,
but-
I don't know. We have wolves, sort of now. We have, like, those abyss wolves, but no actual wolves, by the way.
So he is a victim of the fading disorder
A whole bunch of birds.
too?
We have seals, we have sea lions, we have crabs.
Don't be sad, Mr. Stream.
But we don't have horses or even
Whenever I've
cows.
forgotten important dance steps in the past, my friends at the Grand Bazaar always stick by my side to encourage me.
There are more like normal animals in like the Thyrans in Zenless Zero than actual animals in Genshin Impact.
They smile and
Yeah,
patiently
yeah. I
tell me
also kind of
everything's going to be
I feel like
okay.
Dia would really benefit from her
Then
signature
they
weapon
play the melody
rather
for
than her
me over and
her
over
constellations.
until the steps finally come back to me. Now it's our turn to help you.
Like the smart thing would be to go for
We just need to help you
for
remember
Dia
how to
or
sing,
one of the
right?
characters that I don't have
Carlos got a
constellations
great
on
sense of rhythm.
as
We
much.
can help keep you in time.
So that in the future, if I do get a Kaching on the standard banner, it's not gonna be like a dupe once I get to C6. But realistically, I just want to get C6 Kaching.
Well,
I think I will
what do you
pick Mona
say,
because I don't
Stream?
have her.
I think it's a great idea.
Ah, Mona.
Just focus on the lyrics.
I feel like nobody talks about
Friends
Mona
will help
anymore
you
because
stay on
realistically, she's just not that good. She never got updated for Dendro, so her reaction buffs are just not completely non-Dendro focused. She has no reactions with Dendro. It's so bad.
Are you sure? This is really asking a lot.
Don't worry about it.
If she
Mr.
got
Stream.
updated for Dendro, she would be
It'll all be
amazing.
worth it when the tavern reopens.
But until
and we
then,
finally have the chance to hear your
like, let's be
marvelous
honest,
singing
they're never
voice.
updating her for Dendro. They're not going to update a standard banner character, unfortunately.
All right, then. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll give it my best shot.
What do you need me to do? Do you need me to jump on these things like I always jump? Will perform sequentially according to the rhythm. Direct the rightmost frog E to jump at the right time. Okay. Froggy. There may be song and dance accompanying the performance. Remember to follow the accompanying rhythm to begin. Let us go. Wait, what do I do here? Not only that, but of course C1 that supposedly extends freeze. Oh, I see. Oh my god, I'm a genius. Wow. I'm the beatmaster. Imitate the dance rhythm. What? Oh, I see, I see. Oh, that's cool. Oh, this is so creative. Wow, I'm so easily impressed by this game. There must be something wrong with me. If this was Tectone, he'd be like, oh my god. Genshin Impact making us do shitty side events again. Still no combat endgame. Oh, this is whatever. Genshin sucks. For the 100th time. I feel like I'm getting the hang of it again. Not only that, but her C1 that supposedly extends freeze doesn't. Really? They still haven't fixed that. They did fix the bug with Kuching.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks to you, my voice is once again as clear as a flowing stream.
Oh, we helped it clear up its voice. Do they have, like, throats and shit? They're made of paper.
Glad to hear that you're feeling better, Mr. Stream. It's also about time for us to go to our next destination.
We'll be looking forward to your performance at the tavern.
Wow. We finished it. Now to get my theme, a jig. The next Lotus Leaf. Oh. Have I not done this already? Interesting. I swear I've already done this. Ribbit, that's too far away? What's too far away? Guide me as I move the lotus leaves. F. What? 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 I'm so confused by these mechanics. Okay, next. You suck. Can you not just like walk, frog? Like, can you just not walk over there? Like, are you allergic to water?
One way to draw your target out of
I'm not sure I understand. You're made of paper, so maybe you are allergic to water. Maybe you're just the frog that's allergic to water. That's super weird, though. Like, why would you make a paper frog that actually has to live in water? Oh yeah, I can collect my dailies. Thank God for this new system. Maybe because they are made of paper. But why would you... Yeah, okay, whatever. Genshin has its own rules. Everything can be explained by this. Yeah, da 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 da. No, da 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 da. You know, Dim also said something that I also really agree with, which is that people feel like I feel like Genshin Impact and gacha games in general are just really bad streaming games. Like, one of the things that she said, or he said, I don't know what gender they are, I think it's a he, was that these games are just not meant to be played for like hours and hours a day. This game, even this new mode, even this new event, it feels like a game that you would want to play for like 20 minutes a day. And I think streaming it actually does make it a bit worse, because it's like you're going against how this game was designed to be played. And that makes a lot of streamers very miserable because they feel like they have to make content on a game that doesn't really have that content, or it does not have the content that was meant to be played that way,
Squall and Fury.
which makes the content worse. And I absolutely do feel like that's the case with Genshin. Like this game would have been so great if I was just playing it on mobile for 20 minutes a day, but unfortunately my mobile device is not good enough, and I can only play it on my PC. What are you doing here? Can I move you? Can I kick you? Can I kill you? I still don't know what to do about this like gray area. I'm sure I can fix it at some point, but oh my, okay, let's just collect the, I want to go collect these things. I kind of agree, not gonna lie, the only thing worth to see from every gacha games is not the gameplay in my opinion, but the reaction to the content. That's why I like see Murder Birds. I want to see his, yeah. It's always about the reaction, because the gameplay itself is just like this is stuff you do like when you're in the bathroom. This is like gameplay that is like amusing to you when you have nothing better to do, or when you're just looking for a time to relax after a day's hard work at your job, and you come home and you're like, wow, what would I want to do in my free time? Do I want to bang my head against an Elden Ring boss, or would I like to listen to some really cool music while I'm flying around as Scaramouche in this super nice, joyful land of, you know, pleasantry and happiness? Probably the latter for a lot of people who aren't like purely gamers, who aren't like capital G gamers, who just want to like kill themselves over and over again trying to be, I don't know, Millennia. A lot of people actually do prefer to play Genshin.
All we need to do now is reopen the
But
tavern.
you can't do that as a streamer, because you have to like always complete the content.
But we
When
still
the
don't know
when the new
how to
patch
use
comes
the
out, you
magic of
either
this
do that
world.
or you risk getting
I don't
spoiled.
even know why the
And if you
tavern
get
closed in the
spoiled,
first place.
because you have to like interact with Twitter and shit and other streams, then the game's not as much fun anymore.
Oh, what about the method that one hamster mentioned? You should try it, Nilu.
Gacha games is
You
good
mean
for people to
the
play,
creation
not
magic his
yeah.
grandfather saw outside the Hut of Blessings? I wonder.
Like this would be so good if I was
how
lying in my
exactly did
bed.
the goddess
Like I'm
of
having fun
creation
right
give him
now.
life?
I think this is actually really entertaining to me, but it's like it would be so much better if I was playing this at night, like after a day maybe of playing other games, like Black Myth Wukong, and I was just laying in my bed looking at Nilu being all pretty and saying whatever it is she's saying.
Maybe.
God, that would be so
You
cool.
don't need to
This is the first time
understand
I caught up with the
Just
story.
Give it a
Yeah.
try. Everyone here calls you the Forest Fairy.
That usually happens
You
by
have
the
magic
end of
powers
a
already, and you
region's
just
patch
don't know
cycle.
it.
Everybody calls you the Forest Fairy. Maybe you have the magic powers already, you just don't know
In
it.
other words,
I doubt it.
this forest is a stage.
It's another
all I need to do
stage.
is-
Shit.
Step out into the spotlight?
I'm so over drama
Sounds just
stages.
like a fairy tale.
Well, we are surrounded by talking origami animals and magic potions after all.
Oh my god, this
Almost seems like
panoramic
everything's
shot is just
possible
so
in
good.
this place.
It's not a panoramic shot, it's a panning shot. I don't know how I will avoid spoilers. I already saw spoilers about Mavuika and Capitano, so that's already spoiled for me.
You're right, Paimon.
But Natlan is
Well,
actually
Lord,
the
unless you
least
try.
is the region that I know the
Nice.
least about before
Let's
actually
see.
going to it. This is definitely the most this is the most clueless I've been about a region since probably Inazuma. And even Inazuma, I saw the Raiden Shogun leaks.
This is
So
how you do it, right? I think I got the folds right.
Whoa, your origami skills are great.
I'm actually pretty excited for Natlan, not only because there's so much great quality
I
of
once
life
saw
and
one
we're
of
getting
our
a free
co-people
5-star
making
character,
something similar.
but also
It
because I
looked
just
really
don't know as
cool.
much about Natlan.
So I took some time during my break to learn the basics. It's not a bad way to stave off sleepiness either.
Ironically, I think the fact that I was so disengaged from Fontaine also probably made me more excited for Natlan, because I know so much less about the story now
Well,
than I
how do you
was
feel?
during Sumeru.
Sense any magical powers?
So it's like I have
flowing
2
through
layers
you?
of not knowing anything. Even if I do see spoilers, it's like I already like zoned out during Fontaine. You can't spoil me anymore with this shit, because I don't even know what happened before Natlan. The only thing I know is like the main story content. I became another main story Andy.
No.
No? What are we missing?
Are you supposed to say some magic words?
Magic words? But how am I supposed to know what the goddess said to bring them to life?
It doesn't matter what she said. Focus on what you want to say.
Oh,
I'm actually shocked that not much from
You're the
Natlan would
forest fairy,
leak
Nilu.
pre-stream or
What do you
teaser.
wanna say to the new
Yeah.
resident of your domain?
Yeah, we didn't even get anything about Oberon. That's shocking. Yo, good point. You're the forest fairy, Nilu. What do you want to say to the new resident of your domain? Like, there's stuff coming out now. But it's not like I still look at it because I look at all the leakers. Because, well, I just do. It's too late at this point.
I bestow upon you the blessings of the forest.
But it's
and
not
offer you
anything
a
that's like
harmless life.
main story spoilers, except for maybe one plot point. It's not like the biggest plot point of all time. It's just like something you would expect anyways.
Your
There's
name
only
shall
two ways
be
it would have gone
Paddy
anyways,
Sara.
so it's like, okay, it
May
went
you
one
bloom
way.
in this world
That's
as
really shocking, I
beautifully as
guess.
the
Not really.
flower I love.
Paddy Sara? That sounds very Iranian.
My name is Paddy Sara.
Oh, she was named.
It worked. It actually worked.
Well, peel my shell and call me a nut.
That's such a funny
I
walking
never
animation.
imagined I'd witness such a
Holy shit, look at
miracle
those
at my
animations.
age. It's just like what the stories said about the goddess of
Damn.
creation.
I feel like Genshin Impact has gone, like, its animations has improved over time. Like, I definitely feel like in, like, the post-Fontaine era, their animations for these events have gone way better. At that time, Nilu became mother. Yeah.
Shell? Miracle?
Nice to meet you, Paddy Sara.
Like, even
Really?
that
The
animation,
fairy
it
of
feels
the
like it's
forest.
not, is
From this
that...
day forward,
Was that a
this
base
place is
animation?
now
Was that like a
your
stock
home.
animation? I don't think I've ever seen that handway before. The fairy of the forest.
Hello, Fairy Nilu.
I hope you'll grow up happily in this forest.
Grow up.
Oh, you can leave the little one with old Armand for now. Oh, this sure brings back memories. It's been such a long time since we last held a welcome ceremony. Here, Paddy Sara. Come to Grandpa Armand.
Well, now that Nilu has mastered the goddess's magic, we should be able to reopen the tavern, right?
Nice.
Grandpa Almond, could you send a few people to check the underground space beneath the tavern?
I do wish they would make less use of these thigh bands, these leg bands. That's always kind of annoyed me. I don't know what it is about Nilu's outfit. It kind of reminds me of Honkai Impact 3rd. It feels like a very like Honkai Impact 3rd color codes. Especially the feet. The feet kind of... What are these things?
Oh, of course. May I ask why?
The moment I used magic, I sensed something.
I'm really glad she doesn't wear
strange down
shoes
there.
for some reason.
I have a feeling it's connected to why the tavern had to close down.
I like Nilu base model more, to be honest. I think this is actually one of the better, like, paid skins.
Of course. We'll look into it right away.
Kaching's is probably, like, Kaching's is okay, I guess. I have
Make
it.
sure you listen to Grandpa Almond, Paddy Sara. Don't go running off on your own.
Paddy Sara. Listen. Running.
If I had to rate all the skins, I would probably rate... Deluxe is probably still the best. I don't know why they don't have any more 5-star
Hey,
skins.
come back here, you.
It's like
Wait.
they put out 2 skins. I think it's 4 skins per year now, and they just... I don't know.
Yep.
Honkai Star
that's
also
the
doesn't do skins, but now that it's been leaked, that we're going to get different versions of not just the Astro Express crew, but also other characters like Kafka. I don't know if they're going to go for skins in the future. I think they might actually just release alter versions of the current characters, which I'm perfectly fine with.
Well,
Fischl skin is
all
pretty
I
good.
did
Yeah, I
was
like
say my
Fischl
wishes
skin.
for her out loud.
And then there's like,
Maybe the magic is in the words themselves, just like the book said.
there's like Xingqiu's skin, which I think is probably one of the lamest. I think Xingqiu's skin and Ningguang's skins, even though they're free, I actually prefer to use the base models. I actually actively like prefer not to use them.
This place is seeming more like a fairy tale by the second.
They just don't fit the characters. I feel like the blue doesn't match with Ningguang's like hair color or any of her like accessories
mean,
or her
Or
attacks.
some are called the Forest of Blessings.
If she like
so
shot
it kinda
lapis
makes
lazuli,
sense.
which I think are like blue stones, That would have made it way better, but that would have only happened if it was a 5-star skin.
Well, anyway, Paimon thinks this magic suits you perfectly, Milu.
What about the space under the tavern? What had you so concerned? Kuchin's skin is good, even though it's not very, like, flashy, because it actually still fits her color scheme and her attacks.
When I brought Parisara to life just now, I was able to sense the magic flowing through the forest, and the flowers and trees, and inside the creatures that live here.
Yeah, whatever happened to the skin from Belobog for March? It was just whatever. They decided, nah, that's too ugly. We're going to give her a Shinjo skin instead, and it's going to be a full-on character. I'm actually kind of enjoying the main story for Honkai Star right now. I think the new Shinjo story is pretty good. It can still like burn like into a heaping trash fire in the next update, but so far so good. I actually really enjoy the Shinjo story this time around, and I don't have to like cope about it being like not terrible. Jinchio not having his long sleeves is cursed. I'm not sure if it's... Yeah, actually, that's true. I actually didn't think about it that much. I don't know why the new outfit just doesn't match what I don't know. I don't know why the new outfit just doesn't... It just doesn't fit my impression of him.
We're back, my lady.
I wonder if they're going to do skins in Zenless, because Zenless Zone Zero has probably the most detailed animations in any of the Hoyoverse games so far. So if they want to animate them and have like different pieces of them flowing... It just feels like it would take a lot more work. So I wonder how they're going to price skins if they ever do them for Zenless.
That was fast.
You were right. There was something under the tavern that I've never seen before. It looked transparent and gave off a clinking sound when I knocked on it.
Transparent and clinking. Oh, I've got it!
I've got to admit, I think that having alters of current characters for Honkai Star is actually preferable to skins. I think skins are probably the most boring version of any sort of like type of dress up you can do for characters, because it's just a skin, you just switch it. It would be really nice if they had like alterable for like components to the characters. Like what if we could put a headgear onto this character? What if we could shift this part of her character around? Like only one part of her and not another. What if I don't like this leg band? What if I want another leg band? Maybe that would be more interesting to me than just an outright skin. Like the 5-star skins already still look good, right? Deluxe skin still looks good, but like as a concept, skins themselves are just not like as interesting as they're made out to be. How excerpts of bliss do you have right now? I don't know.
Already?
I still hate how they designed Deluxe Dark Knight Hero skin. Why? I think it's great. I don't know how many I have. I'm just gonna get to the very end.
Logic, Paimon?
When they tell me that I'm running out of time, then I'll check.
That's right. An empty ink bottle to be exact. Still remember the taste of the magic tonic you took a sip of, Paimon?
I really don't care that much about Kirara's skin. Because worst case scenario, I can just buy it if I really want it, but I don't.
Gets it now?
I don't really want Kirara's skin because I don't really care about Kirara.
Will you come gather some ingredients with me?
Maybe if she shows up in the story, I'll be like, oh my god, Kirara, you're so awesome. But she's one of those non-main story characters. And because she doesn't show up in the main story, I'm like, do I really care about her? I don't know.
What do we need to get?
I don't know if I care about this character, if she's just a side character who doesn't show up in the main story. It's literally not hiding his identity at all. At least give him something to hide. Yeah, he could do with a mask, I guess.
And a moon that only shines at night.
A setting sun that never sets, a dragon that cannot fly, a moon that only shines at night. You mean like just the moon? Because I'm pretty sure most moons don't shine in the daytime. Oh, actually they do, because they absorb the sun. I've seen moons during daytime, but it's not like a big deal. You can hardly see them most of the time. Dragon that cannot fly is called a lizard. A setting sun that never sets. That's an oxymoron, I guess.
Where are we supposed to find crazy things like that?
You mean Sunsetia, Snapdragons, and Nilopala lotuses? Okay, that works too.
What? How did you get that so fast?
Damn, Traveler's smarter than I am. Fairy tale logic. Paimon.
Logic, huh?
I've never been good with riddles. I've always hated riddles. My mind is not built for riddles. I have like 0 IQ when it comes to riddles. I think that's why I don't really care for murder mysteries. I don't know if that's just me. Zooty, what's up? Welcome, honored guest. Welcome to the Force of Blessings. Are you here for a jaunt, or are you here to see the Ringsong Pond jumping competition? Whatever the case may be, may you enjoy your time here. Do remember to avoid the giant dragon who can come knocking at any time. Don't let him get in the way of your travels. Truth be told, I wanted to give him some paper models, though it might improve his mood, perhaps keep him from blowing my shelves over again. But he doesn't seem the least bit interested in listening to me, simply flying off as he pleases, just as always. Oh my, I forgot to introduce you to my masterpiece as well as this outstanding frame. Please look over here, have a look at this fantastical fabricator. Every paper model I've made up to this moment is inside. Yo, Lunanix, what's up? I have walked, well jumped across the entire world and made countless friends in my journey to craft them. I'm just attempting, or like slightly attempting, or you know, I'm actually just doing this whenever I want. I want to say I'm attempting to get Kira's skin, but I'm not really. Like, it would be nice if I could get Kira's skin by the end of this, but I wouldn't be too heartbroken if I didn't get her skin. I'm not the biggest fan of Kirara. I don't know. I feel like it's a waste to have like a Nekomana character that just turns into a box. Am I like too picky about that? Like, it's kind of unique that she turns into a box and that she can climb up walls, but I don't know. I feel like Nekomana is just my type of thing. I was doing this event in my second account today. Getting the skin isn't that hard. I think you can do it probably, but I don't know. I feel like the way I play Genshin right now is more enjoyable. Yeah. I feel like the more casual way of just enjoying Genshin without having goals is so much more like organic. Like I feel like I've gotten to the point where I've gotten so much stuff in my main account for Genshin that it's just like I'm having fun just going through this without having to set unrealistic or just like specific goals for myself. I think one of the things that made Genshin less fun was just having, you know, goals that really didn't really need to be there. Like, if it was old me, I would be like, oh, I have to get every single Natlan character. That character looks so cool. I want to get that character. That character looks so cool. And now that I have 2 Natlan characters, I might as well have 3 Natlan characters because they have synergy with each other. But now I'm just like, yeah, it's Genshin. You know, I've already got C3 Farina. What else? What more else do I need? You can use Star Cell coins gained from game modes within the mosaic moments to create many model figurines and figurine fabrication. Fairy tale figurines related to each region's theme can be mounted on said region's good shelf during the event. These figurines can be exchanged with and given to your friends. What? What the heck is this? Star Seal coin. Okay. Me 5 of them. Oh wait, you haven't done the summer event? No. No, that's why I'm here. That's why I am. I was going to say suffering, but I'm actually enjoying this. So it's like, am I really suffering though? Not really. I love gambling. It's gacha and gacha. It's fine. It's not paid gacha. I love how they added a banner in Zenless Zone Zero that's not actually paid. You actually have to just play the game to get bang boos. It's so good because it still gives me that adrenaline rush. It still gives me the adrenaline rush without having to actually spend money. Upper level 1. Forest blessings. I don't know if I'm doing this right, but it is what it is. Huh. Flowers. Save. I don't want to repeat, do I? So... Is this a repeat? No, it's not. This one's unique. Cool. I think this one is not unique, though. No, this one is a copy. Get the fuck out of here. Nice. Honestly, I've not touched the Bamboo banner since I've got the Bamboos I need for my team. I love pulling on the Bamboo banner. It feels so good. It's like... Yes! Yes, Gamba! Yes, Gambler! Yes! Yes, dopamine rush! Oh my god, almost everything is gone. I've never seen the events tab be so empty before. That's insane. Collect the materials used to make magic tonic. But where do I get those things? Quest area reached. I'm confusion. I'm confusion. Why do I have Nilu? Oh my god, Nilu, you get to use her in a trial. Honestly, her outfit, I feel like I wish she got special effects like Nilu. I really want the next 5-star skin. Like, I'll be honest. I feel like I'm kind of done with the skins that don't have special effects. Like, at least give her one of those effects where when you're walking. I wish they would put more of those Imaginarium Theater walking effects challenges. I did the Chi-Chi one lately. That was actually kind of fun. Not the Chi-Chi one, the Ningguang one. I have the Ningguang. The Ningguang. Ningguang, where are you? I'm never gonna use her, but I have her walking effect now. Where is she? Damn, I have too many characters. I actually can't keep track of where all of them are at this point. Yeah. Look. It's so pretty. Echo. Wow. They need to put more of these like things you can actually earn by playing the game in the game. This is so good. I kind of want to stop playing Genshin, but Natlan is coming out. I mean, I don't know if I'm still going to be playing it. It gets tiring. I feel the opposite. I feel like Natlan is when I actually like care about Genshin the most. It's probably the most I've cared about Genshin since Sumeru. Which is only one region away, but still. I feel like Inazuma was almost kind of like a haze to me. Because I wasn't really tuned into like content creation or just like analyzing Genshin. Or just thinking about Genshin in any way other than, I log in, fun.
What should we do now?
Like, I couldn't even do Spiral Abyss when I was playing Inazuma, so I wasn't really like, didn't know what the hell I was doing in Inazuma. That was why Inazuma was so fun at the time.
Quit following me.
I'm probably going to make a video talking about how I love Genshin right now. And then show for Genshin Impact as much as humanly possible. They need to give Archon some trail effects. I feel like they actually...
The final product turns into ink.
It's kind of weird, but outside of the main story quest, they've done very little for Archons. It's basically just the Archon quest and the Archon character story quest, and they don't really do anything outside of those. Like, yeah, they do appear in events, but I feel like it's just like they have done very minimal things to market Archons outside of like the very basics that they have set up all the way back in 1.0.
Well, anyway, Paimon's not going anywhere near this stuff this time.
Like,
not even if you bribed her.
The Archons have not gotten anything more than John Lee, if you can believe it. Like, John Lee got the maximum amount of Archon content. And then every single Archon since then has basically gotten the same treatment as John Lee. Which is not like a bad treatment, but it's like Archon, you get 2 Archon story quests, and then you get a main story Archon quest that introduces the Archon, and that's basically it.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Archon skins win. Yeah, it wasn't there a leak that said that John Lee was getting Archon skin? I'm definitely going to go for that one.
Let's see. According to the book, first you do this.
What?
Then this. And then...
And then... He looks so serious. And then I press the button.
It's done!
And progress the story. Oh, that's a pretty JPEG.
Wow, magic sure makes everything super convenient.
I know, right? Otherwise known as we need a convenient skip button for things that have to happen in real life, but get magicked away. Just bounce a bunch of fruits on top of your hand and voila, salad.
Yes, this is it. This is exactly the magic
Venti
tonic
gets
we
his
need.
Archon skin, I'm going to stop being free to play. I don't know, because Venti has like...
Grandpa Almond.
I kind of want to
could you
get
take the
Venti
concoction to the
constellations
room
just to
underneath
see
the
what like
tavern and
DPS
place it
Venti
next
looks
to the
like.
transparent bottle you found? I'll handle the rest.
I'm more interested in just doing like weird shit in Genshin Impact at this point instead of getting more power level and getting more cool characters. I just want to do weird shit like, what does a charge attack Venti look like?
Of course. As you command, so it shall be done.
I still get nervous at times like this. It's just like when you step on stage.
I don't
and
know
you
if I
can
would
tell
get a
every
Venti skin
single
because I
person's
just
gaze
use him
is right on you.
so like infrequently. I don't know when was the last time I actually used Venti, and he feels so much more like jank to play now when you have Wander, when you have Kazuha, when you have all these like other units that can do CC. I remember Hydro John Lee. I did that as fun. Yeah. You can use Hydro John Lee with Candace. Relax, Nilu. I see
Thanks,
some
you
clear
too.
once in a while.
I can't tell you how great it is to have you by my side. Almost makes me feel like I've been blessed by the goddess of fate too. Let's go. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Damn, I like Nilu more in this story than her own character story quest. She kind of got sidelined in her own character story, to be honest. One of those NPC, actually, stories. I don't hate NPCs, by the way. I'm just saying. That was one of those cases where I felt like, okay, maybe this is a bit too much NPC time. I'm not an NPC hater, but it was a tiny bit much.
Forest, please heed my words and accept my blessings.
Okay.
May your spring of wondrous magic never run dry. And may all who call you their home lead happy, fulfilling lives.
She's like doing a chant, praying to the god. Oh, cutscene time. What? It's like a whole ass. Oh, it's a flip book. It's so creative. Wow. This is so good. Actually, Fairyland. This is more Disney than Pixar at this point. Wow. I wonder if they force like people who work at Hoyoverse to watch Disney and Pixar movies for inspiration.
Fairy Nilu is amazing.
Like, where are they getting all of these imagery and like these ideas from? Insane.
It's so pretty. What a beautiful tavern.
It matches the scenery of the forest perfectly. I
They've
was
got
so
to give
surprised when
Nilu
it
some
suddenly
lines in the
opened up
second
like
part.
that.
She barely exists there.
Just
Ah,
like a
that
pop-up
sucks.
book.
Yeah, pop-up book. What I said.
I remember now.
I'm gonna go and sleep.
I
Have fun.
remember
All right, you go
everything.
sleep because I know that people who watch me are usually not in like Vancouver time zone.
It was me.
It's like 3 a.m. for
I
you
was the one
guys.
who went to the top of Constellation Metropole.
Most of
and
you are probably in
witnessed the
Southeast Asia or
goddess's
Europe.
prophecy. The hero who shall save this world will descend upon the cliff of
Bye-bye.
prophecy. The hero, supported by their companions, shall restore peace to this world.
So the prophecy really did have all the answers. You just forgot the first half.
That's why I was waiting
Why is
near
the
the cliff of
why is
prophecy.
the squirrel glowing now?
Wonderful, simply wonderful.
You got a skin.
There's still some hope
got a skin
left for
treatment.
Old Armand, after all.
It's almost 5 now.
Prophecy,
Damn.
that place with the huge
That's
mural.
usually when I go to
That is where
sleep.
we woke up, but we don't remember anything about how we got there.
That's why I'm starting
Also,
this
we
now
didn't
instead
change
of
clothes
like
you.
5 hours
We're
ago.
Definitely the heroes.
If not you, then who else? You've already helped the fairy revitalize our forest. To us, that makes you heroes.
Because my
Prophesied or
time
not.
management has gone to complete shit.
All right. Either way, we're going to keep adventuring, even if it's just to figure out how we can get back to our world.
We can also help resolve any crisis along the way. We can also help resolve your dragon problem along the way.
Yep, we've beaten up plenty of dragons already.
I wonder
so what's one
what
more?
that dragon would have been.
As expected, the words of the goddess of prophecy always come true.
I'll come with you. It can't hurt to have a magical fairy tag along, right?
Thought you'd never ask.
Heroes and fairies, dragons and new adventures. This is sounding more and more like a fairy tale by the second.
I would say your next stop should be Constellation Metropole. It's Simulanka's most prosperous city, just across the sea. Once you've arrived at the Astral Garden at the highest point in the city, maybe you can try seeking divine counsel from the goddess of prophecy herself.
Are you leaving, Fairy Nilu? I'm afraid so. There are still other people who need my help. I won't go far, though, and I'll come back to visit the minute I have time to spare. So be a good girl, Patisara, and help out Grandpa Almond whenever you can.
Is this
all
where
right?
Nilu's part ends and then she never shows up again? Is that how it
Patisara,
is?
wait here for you.
Is this the first part?
That's a good girl, Patisara.
Is this where she
Almost
disappears
forgot.
off the face of
If
Earth?
Constellation Metropole is where you're heading, you'll need to take the Maritime Express. I'll head to the station first thing tomorrow morning and wake up that lazy station master for you. Why don't you take a break for the rest of the day? You should savor the beautiful scenery of the forest before you go.
Sounds great! Paimon definitely feels tired after being on the go for so long. There's a spot in the tavern with Paimon's name on it.
Oh, sounds like someone's ready to order.
Oh, well, if you're offering. Paimon will take a glass of Buell fruit tonic. But hold the tonic.
Ah, this was the first part. How many parts are there? There's probably 3 parts. Okay, let me see. How do I get Nilusian summer gifts? Excerpts of Bliss. I need 125. Oh, that's not too bad. 52. What is this? Letter of paper. Okay. What is this? Oh, you get a free Kirara as well? Oh, nice. How do I get these things, though? In the Fairy Tale Voyage. Oh, there are 3 parts, I see. Gameplay tutorial. Oh, this UI is so cool. Okay. Figurine fabrication. Mosaic of bloody bloody blah. Wario. That's locked to me. I think that's page not yet unlocked. I have to do the second page. Interesting. Okay, no records. I can't get this right now. Okay, let's go to this quest. An attempt.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world.
I have to wait until the
Even
next
the wind
day.
cannot blow on
8.
forever.
Let's get to 8 o'clock. I couldn't get the free Kura on my second account. The combat event is so hard. Seriously, there's combat events? Why didn't anybody tell me? It would probably still be way too easy for me, though. My account is just too unrelatable at this point. Unfortunate. Okay. How do I get there? Oh, it still interrupts. Sorry, what were you saying?
Well, it's time for our next fairy tale.
Wait, does it interrupt? Oh, that's disappointing. One of the things I like about Zenless Zone Zero is when you go into the menus, you don't interrupt. You don't interrupt the characters. They will just continue saying what they say. They'll just continue from where they left off. Damn. Damn, Genshin, you got left behind. You got left behind in the quality of life. Dodge. It unlocks in the second area. Okay. Where do I go from here? 432 meters away. It's right over there. I see. Okay, I think I can get there from over here. I can do a Scaramouche fly. Ooh. You gotta... Is that your son? Or is that your mate? I don't know. I don't know what your relationship is. Guide me as I adjust the water spout. Nice, okay. Let's go. What? Huh? Oh! It's one of these. Coolio. Amaze. I love this. Best mechanic of all time. Interesting. I don't know why this is so satisfying. Like, they discovered how to, like, make my brain tick. This is... Oh, shit. I'm sorry. You got wet. You got too wet.
Take it easy.
I'm back. Welcome back from I don't know where you were. This is the best. This is unironically the best region that Genshin has ever made. I can't believe I missed this. Actually, I know. I can believe it. I definitely can believe it because I'm lazy as fuck. But this is unironically the best region they have ever made. I'm like gelling with, I am like vibing with all the different mechanics that they are giving me in this region. If it weren't for Black Myth Wukong, I would definitely have played this more. Unfortunately, like an actual non-gacha game came between me and Genshin. What the heck? Oh, I see. Unfortunately, not real life, but... Ah! I fucked up! I like how I'm just like slightly slower than everybody else. And still counts as a win. I'm just slightly offbeat. And they're just like, okay, who cares? We know you're like, we know you don't understand music. It's fine. Nice. Luxurious chest, let's go.
One way to draw
10 primos. Oh my god, it's a water. Oh my god, this place is gorgeous. I kind of feel like this is what Fontaine should have looked like. I don't know why, but this place actually looks better than Fontaine. I'm sorry, I'm shitting on Fontaine for like the 10th time. But this place, ironically, kind of looks better than Fontaine. It's like got the Fontaine vibes, but it also has like the whimsical vibes from Bottle Land. Waypoint, let's go. And the music as well. I feel like the music is way more lively than in Fontaine. Wow.
Behold.
Fontaine honestly felt like more depressing than it really was. I don't know why. It's like there was like this vague sense of like bad stuff happening in Fontaine all the time while I was there, even though it looked really pretty. I feel like
just let me sleep a little longer, then I'm sure I'll remember.
they'll never make a fully fledged rhythm game
Young man. Your
because of
fading
latency.
Disorder has been cured. I saw you chugging cup after cup of magic tonic in the tavern.
Because of
last
latency, they will never just straight up make a full-fledged rhythm
You
game.
must be mistaken, Grandpa.
Because then they
That
wouldn't be
guy
able to put in
definitely
events
wasn't
as
me.
well.
Oh, you remember my name
You gotta
now,
save these
do
things
you?
for events.
Then it seems like you're all better. You had no idea who I was when you were fading. Now, enough of your nonsense. Get up. The fairy and her friends are going to be here any second.
All right, I'm up.
This kind of reminds me of a
Very high
Miyazaki
expression.
like anime film.
Be here soon.
The lighting looks awesome though. That might just be
That's
me
more like
being
it.
unused to better
Lie there
graphics.
any longer and you'll start gathering
Does this look like?
dust.
Does this image look better than your actual game to you?
The hero, his
I have
pixie
everything set on
companion,
high
and the
except for I think
forest
global
fairy.
lighting.
No, I didn't know you
I
were already
think
here.
I might have global lighting
Merciful
on. I'm not sure.
macadamias.
Spirited
I'm sorry
Away,
to
yeah.
see that.
It looks like that
Oh,
train
it's
track that
alright.
they take
Paimon knows
to get to the
anyway.
giant
He
castle,
doesn't want to sleep in first thing in the morning.
or in whatever you want to call it.
Does the Maritime Express run out of Constellation
It does, but I've
Metropole?
always played on PS4 and phone.
Yes,
Oh, I can't.
Each train needs a conductor.
PS4
to operate.
Genshin?
Conductors are
Yikes,
always
man.
from the capital. The
Yikes.
more difficult
Maybe you can
maneuvers
save up again
are
and get a
little
PS5 Pro.
Too complicated when you're made of paper.
Oh, so you mean the people of Constellation Metropole aren't origami
PS4 is like the
animals
worst
you?
way to play Genshin,
Well,
honestly.
The city welcomes visitors from all over the world, so you're bound to run into some forest dwellers there. But yes, generally speaking, the residents of Constellation Metropole look quite different from us. Ah, you'll see for yourself soon enough.
Yeah, that's the train from Spirited Away. It's exactly the same. And then they're riding on like a rail track full of water. Holy shit.
Pleasure to meet you, everyone. My name is Wheel, and I'll be the conductor for your journey today. I'm assuming
This
you're
reminds me
the
of
one who called the
Minecraft,
train?
but better.
Whoa, it's a little toy man!
Well, I was
Yes,
planning
we called the train. The
planning on saving
hero
up for
and the forest
PS5 or
fairy need a
PC, but I
ride
had to use all my
Constellation
savings for more
Metropole.
urgent things. That sucks, and now I'm
The
broke.
hero and the forest fairy, the ones from the prophecy. Oh, why didn't you say so earlier? We could have prepared a far more luxurious train. I'll just go back and get a better one.
That's okay, Mr. Wheel. We're trying to get to the city as fast as possible. We just need you to get us across the sea. In your capable hands, I'm sure we'll get there in no time.
Woohoo, train
Of
ride.
course, my lady.
I've
It
never
would
been a
be an
big
honor.
fan of like
Well, then,
airplanes.
all aboard,
I've always felt
sit
like I was
anywhere
like
you like.
I had congestion
You'll get a
troubles in
stunning
airplanes.
view
I don't know
of
if you
Cindy
guys have ever
Lanka,
felt
no
like
matter
that.
where you're seated.
Like you would have indigestion and you just fart a lot on planes. I don't know why I fart so much on planes. I fart a lot in general, but on planes it's like it goes wild. My stomach just doesn't feel good on planes. Trains are a bit better, but I still don't like traveling in things that are just like a giant machine, and I'm inside of it, and it feels like it's just like trucking me along to different places. I don't know. Something about like trains and planes just makes me feel ill. Probably why I'm not a big traveling person. I don't like being a tourist either.
Sounds like the voice is coming from inside.
I would dislike
the
being
train.
inside any vehicle. Yeah. Like cars are somewhat okay.
Fish. Chicken drumsticks.
Cars are okay-ish. I don't have that feeling with like fast metro.
What's Kirara doing
With
here?
high-speed trains, it's okay because it almost feels like you're not on a train because it's so fast. Oh my god, it's Kirara eating her own tail apparently. She's so cute here.
Is she a friend of yours?
Oh, let Paimon introduce you. This is Kirara. She's...
How do you know Kirara? We never met her in the main story.
So noisy.
How do you know who she is? She doesn't even have a story quest.
already?
She has a hangout, I think. Good mowing.
Oh, morning. Huh? Huh? Traveler! Paimon! It's you?
I don't know you, I'm sorry.
Which means... Oh, thank goodness. It was all a dream after all.
She doesn't even have a
Thought I had
fan.
its
Oh my
imagination and it all
god.
felt super real. There were
She's
these
nobody.
people, but
This is
they
the
were
first time
alive
she's
and they could
appeared.
talk.
No, she doesn't have a hangout. We met her in the
Sleeping overnight in
TCG
the
event.
train
Oh
car
my.
is
Oh
prohibited.
no. She's a TCG character. Oh, 1 hour left.
It wasn't just a dream?
Can you give me
It's
mad
alright, Kirara.
heartburn?
Apparently we're in a world
Does
called
give me mad
Sri
headache.
Lanka. We got here yesterday too.
And planes are dehydration
Sri
spirit.
Lanka.
Yeah, I hate.
So,
I
that's what it's
hate.
called.
Maybe that's why my
I
stomach
spent all
feels
day
so
yesterday
ill. It's
wandering
because of
around this one city.
dehydration.
The toy people called it Constellation Metropole.
Constipation
I was
Metropole.
trying to find a way to get back home. I was seriously starting to think I'd gotten on the bad side of some great yokai and gotten swallowed whole. Ah, I take it you're Inazuman then, Miss Kirara?
She sure is. But, Kirara here is kinda special. Let Paimon introduce you for real this time. Kirara is a Nekomata from Inazuma. She works as a
Inazuma
courier
really
for
did get
Homie
shafted,
Express.
didn't it? It never got any
Nice
expansions.
to meet you. I'm Nilu, a member of Zubair Theater.
Like
can
both
usually find us
Sumeru
performing
and like
in Sumeru
Fontaine
City's
got
Grand
multiple
Bazaar.
expansions, but
Right
Inazuma
now,
just
though,
kind of got. I
I
think it got
suppose I
one
should introduce
expansion.
myself as the Fairy of the Forest of Blessings.
I think it got like
Oh,
one
you're
expansion,
Nilu.
and
I've
that
heard
was
a lot
during the
about you
final
from my
quest.
deliveries in Sumeru. I even
It got
saw
all
one
of
your
its map
performances back in the
expansions
day.
by
You're
what?
an
By
amazing
2.1, I
dancer.
think.
But, did
No,
you
2.2.
say
It got
you
one
were
map
a
expansion.
Forest fairy?
Oh yeah, that's her new identity.
And then you got Enkanomiya. But Enkanomiya was barely connected to Inazuma.
You got a new outfit yourself, Kirara.
Yeah, I know. It confused the heck out of me yesterday. I just woke up in a set of brand new clothes I'd never seen before.
That must mean you
I wonder
have
if
a
I can
big part to
speedrun
play
it before
here,
the servers
too.
shut down. I don't really care. Oh my god. Why her paws like connected to her boots? That looks weird. As a Nekomata in boots?
Is
Puss in
is
Boots.
that a thing? I guess I am wearing a pair of boots, but...
Oh my god, I like the upper part of her body
you by
though.
any
I like the
chance hear
part
a
like
voice
above her
speaking to you
legs.
before you
But
got here, Miss
those
Kirara?
paws, and it just looks like it kind of blends into the
Voice.
leggings, which
Yeah,
is kind
I
of
did hear
weird.
something, but
But I
I
like
was
this
so
part.
freaked out my tails got all tangled.
This
So
is a really
I,
good skin though.
didn't catch much of
Now
what
that I
was
look
said.
at it, I like it more than the default skin at least. I like it the
Sorry
blue
for
and
the
how it goes with
interruption.
her. I don't know
But
why it
this,
goes with her, but it does.
Nekomata friend of yours, she doesn't eat hamsters, does she?
Or frogs?
Oh, no need to worry, little guys. I would never do something like that. Well, unless I'd been out in the wild too long without anything to eat. Oh, speaking of eating, I am getting a little hungry.
I don't know if I'm just like a Coomer or something, but I feel like having more of these like tight, like these dresses that have like
Your Majesty,
bikini cuts.
This young lady is a trusted
That's kind of my
friend of our
thing.
esteemed
I feel like
hero.
the fact that Zenless Zone Zero is so
I
degenerate
know
plays a big
fear
part in
of
why I like it so
felines is
much.
etched into us with ink, but
Honestly.
I'm certain Miss Nekomata in boots here means us
I'm a very
no
basic
harm.
person like that. Like the fact that you had good-looking female characters
looks like you're keeping
in
your
pretty
distance,
revealing
though,
dresses
Grandpa
in
Almond.
Zenless.
You will have nothing to fear, I promise.
Not in Zenless, but
I
in
met some
Wuthering
origami
Waves. It's
animals in
probably
Constellation
why I
Metropole
stuck with that game for
yesterday,
so
and
long.
I even made sure to retract my claws.
For those
so
of
I
you guys who
didn't
just
spread them by
arrived, I've
accident.
quit Wuthering Waves.
Plus,
It's
you
too much
all look
work.
just about as tasty as the
Enkanomiya might
cardboard
have been
boxes I
shafted, but it's still the
deliver.
best. It's not Enkanomiya, it's Inazuma that got
Not
shafted.
I tried to
Enkanomiya
eat
itself
you
is great.
even if you did look tasty, promise.
Please excuse us, Mom. It's just an unconscious reaction.
It's kind of weird that we
Dear
pretend we know
passengers, it's almost
Kirara.
time for us to depart.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
there was a
yeah, let's
TCG event,
pretend into a
apparently,
pretty
and
long
then we met
conversation
Kirara.
Alright, let's get on the train!
I vaguely remember it, but
I'll ride with you to the next stop. There's a place near the metro.
Yeah, it's just not enough.
So I want to go explore it today.
Then all that
I feel like we
remains
got
for me
to know
say
better
is,
Kirara better
on
in this like
behalf
one
of
small
Forest
subsection of this story so far
Thank you
than
once
in all the
again
previous
for all you've done
whatever
for
we had
us.
with her in.
May the goddess of fate be with you and bless your
Maybe it's the
journey.
skin that's like
Madam
changing my
Fairy,
impression of her.
Miss
I think her
Nekomata
default
in
skin is
boots,
really
and
ugly.
Our brave heroes.
Her default
Please
skin is
do
like the
visit
most
us in the Forest of
generic
Blessings
Genshin
again.
outfit of all time.
Once peace has returned.
Yeah, I didn't play that
to this land.
event.
We will. We'll definitely meet again.
Take care, Grandpa Almond.
Part 2. They once walked the starry sky. I ain't finishing this, am I? It's whatever. Let's go.
Following me.
Let's go on the choo-choo ride. Wow. What? Ooh. Have a safe trip. Take care, everyone. This is like Hogwarts. This is like we're on the like whatever express to Hogwarts now. How do we lift off? Let's go. Okay, I have to do this manually. Oh.
Have a safe trip.
Oh, this is nice.
Wow, a train ride over the sea? What an incredible view!
Ooh.
Please keep your head and arms inside the train at all times. We don't want anyone falling into the sea.
Oh. Cool. I don't know why I'm so impressed by
Train
this.
coming the other way too!
It's super slow too.
And now that the fading disorder is cured, I'm sure the forest will be a lively place again in no time.
The vibes of this place
I
are
gotta
off
go
the
explore that
charts.
forest at some point. It looked so pretty from the train. I just hope they won't be too scared.
That
of me.
castle kind of reminds me of Age of Sigmar from Warhammer.
We'll be arriving at our destination shortly.
It's like the
Please
Stormlight,
prepare to
whatever,
disembark.
Stormbringers, or whatever the faction is called. It's probably the coloring. Wait, that was a super short ride. What the heck? I want more.
Here we are. Constellation Metropole is
Taking a
right
ride
over
in a
there.
game is the only time I don't
Walk
get
from here
sick.
to the Gear Sky Ladder,
from
we'll
taking
take you
rides.
right to Metropole Square. And thank you again for choosing Maritime Express.
Great. And thanks to you for a smooth and pleasant journey, Mr. Wheel. The train cars were comfortable and spacious, and I had a
Mr.
great
Wheel,
night's
isn't
sleep.
that
I'll
a
definitely
tiny
be
bit
back.
stereotypical? You can't just call somebody Mr. Wheel just because they
as you wish,
steer
ma'am.
the fucking train. Oh my god, look at that in the background. That is such a good background. It's like, oh, holy
I took a
shit.
walk around yesterday, and it felt like
It
there
just
was
keeps
something
stretching on and on.
weird about it.
That's
So,
like one of the
I
most
think I'll
like
indulge my
the
curiosity
most
and go
I don't know what to
investigate.
call it. It's like one of the most
Wanna just
iconic
come
like
with you?
fantasy backdrops you could possibly
It's
have.
okay. You guys go ahead and visit the Metropole for now. Hopefully, that's where you'll be able to find out some more about
It's like
this
one of
world.
those covers you see on books
Pretty
when
much
people
explored
still
the whole
read
place from
books
the rooftops yesterday,
for like
but
generic
for some
fantasy
reason,
novels.
This is the place that caught my attention. You know what I mean, right? Like when you get a stone stuck in your claw or something, it keeps nagging at you to dig it out, but you can't focus on anything else until you do. Don't worry, if you run into any trouble, I'll be there faster than you can say gold level courier of the Komania Express.
Okay, fair enough. We'll head to the Metropole then. Guess this is where we say bye for now.
Stay safe,
Don't
Kirara.
worry about me. Let's not forget, I'm a yokai.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to worry about not getting your skin. But you're still here. Oh my god, look at that background. It's like, oh my god, those trees stretching off into the distance. Can we actually go there? We probably can't. No, I don't think we can. But it's, oh my god. The people who designed the skybox and just like the surrounding areas that you can't actually go to in Genshin are like, they're geniuses. They make the skybox in Honkai Star is so bad. It just looks like a fucking like a JPEG. But I don't know why the one in Genshin don't look like that. The ones in Genshin actually make me feel like I'm part of like a bigger world. People don't read books anymore? Not anymore, not really. At least not MTash. I don't think MTash has ever read a book in their entire life.
Too slow.
Where am I going? There's a hole here. Does it go anywhere? No, it doesn't.
Behold.
Is that a sword? Can I pull it out of it? Is this like Excalibur? There's a throne. This is a gigantic seat. Who was sitting here? There's 3 seats. Interesting. 3 seats for 3 Hexen Circle members, maybe? I'm a genius! Lore theory crafter extraordinaire. I have understood the story. What the hell is that thing, though? Currently downloading the 4.8 update. Amazing. You're even later than I am. Why can't I go in here? This is shit. Okay. Let me see. What if I was smaller? What if I was a short person? What if I was Chi-Chi?
I will...
Shut up, Chi-Chi. No, I still can't go in there. This is cheap. There needs to be something hidden here. I have the game on PS5. Wow, this is a really nice background. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. It's always the regional backgrounds that I have. What previous character did I have? Oh yeah, Yelan. I have so many 5-star characters now. Insane.
Let's go get ourselves some.
Insane. This place kind of reminds me of Arthurian legends. It's kind of giving me the same vibes, or at least what I imagine Arthurian legend kind of vibes would be like.
Take it easy.
Wow, amazing. Okay, let's do the world quest, because why not? Kirara, what do you have going for you?
Quit following me.
What is your story? Server shutting down,
Are
yeah.
you guys already finished with everything in the Metropole? No need to prioritize me. There's just this place I really want
Her
to go
skin
check out.
does really look
Feel
good.
free to get back to me once you've got everything sorted out.
Okay. We're all good.
Great! Then let's go!
Okay. Where are we going?
I've delivered packages all over. You want to check out the area over there? Okay.
Oh,
I'll wait
they're
here for you.
friends! Look, a slime and a Helichun, they're dead.
Warm Fury.
Wow. Amazing game.
Behold.
Server shutting down, I don't know why, but I always feel like that's the most exciting time. It's like, oh my god, Genshin is down. The gacha games are down. Nobody's playing these gacha games right now. Amazing. They can finally live their lives and be free of gacha. It's so exciting. And then the new path drops is like, holy shit, new content, amazing. Oh, it's all the way down there. There's just a weird feeling when you know that everybody is on stream, watching random videos. Probably when the most Ashikai videos are being watched is when... That's when everybody watches Ashikai videos, when they can't actually play the game.
Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
Too late for regret.
Squall and Fury.
Oh, it still uses the Fontaine battle music. I do like the Fontaine battle music. That is one part of the music that I am
You even want this?
pretty fond of.
Looks like nobody has gotten around to repairing this house yet. Ugh, even I wouldn't dare to sleep in there. It might suddenly collapse in on you. You want to check out the area over there? Okay, I'll wait here for you.
Amazing. Oh, that's the waypoint.
Take it easy.
Hey, are you guys already finished with everything in the Metropole?
No, but I'm here for
No need to
you.
prioritize
That's why I'm
me.
doing this
There's just this place I really want to go check out.
event.
Feel free to get back to me once you've got everything sorted out.
We're all good.
Great! Then let's go! I've delivered packages all over, but I've never seen a mysterious fairy tale world like this before.
We don't have to walk with her. Amazing. It's not forcing me to walk with her.
Looks like nobody has gotten around to repairing this house yet.
She can do a pointing gesture?
Even I wouldn't dare to
Insane.
sleep in there. It might suddenly collapse in on you.
Genshin truly is evolving.
Nothing to see here either. Maybe we can find someone to ask?
There's nobody around. There's not enough computing power to put in more NPCs.
Aha!
I'm sorry,
Over there.
Clara.
I bet we'll find some people there. Let's go take a look.
No, I don't think that's gonna be the case. Pointing sprite. Oh my god. Poggers. Animation budget increased.
Uh-huh. I was sure there'd be people here.
No, we don't have that
There
animation
once was a
budget.
goddess who ruled over fate. Before she died, she left 3 riddles for the kingdom she had created.
Please, no more riddles.
What? Who said that?
Why would you leave a kingdom
Long
full
story
of
short, on this
riddles?
day, a sentient feline,
I feel like that's a really
Natlan,
bad way of
and
helping a kingdom.
diminutive pixie arrived on the scene. They saw a narrow path off to the side.
Okay, but which side?
Yeah, if you gave ambiguous instructions like that to a Comania Express courier, they'd give you the parcel right back and tell you to write the delivery address more clearly.
Despite
Exacto.
how obvious the answer was, the perplexed pixie and the flummoxed feline struggled to work it out.
He's calling them dumb.
Although, perhaps a small part of the blame could be attributed to my dull narration. Alright, let's try this again. The path on the left-hand side seemed to give off an enticing fragrance, as if to say, this is the way to wealth and glory.
Ooh, that sounds like the start of a good story. Then what? Then what?
Explore the path ahead. This quest is so
At the
funny.
end of the path, the motley crew would soon spot a secret stone room. The
What?
prophecy had once foretold of a marquis who shall one day venture inside, and thus it is named the future marquis's abode to be.
I don't think
You
I
like
can.
it? The future marquis's abode to be? Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
I can't go
That
inside.
was a little bit boastful.
But before you continue, I must warn you of the danger that lies ahead. For example, under no circumstances should you sit on the chair in the center. Otherwise, the consequences could be
Are you talking about this
a bit
one?
embarrassing.
The one I'm not supposed to sit on is the one in the center.
So
Oh,
many summers, winters, springs, and falls, and now at last a hero hither.
ah.
Stop the poem. We have a situation. Something's up with this person.
Traveler? Are you alright?
Turns out there's glue. That does not look like glue, guys. That looks like a poop, like diarrhea.
Come on, you can do it! This can't be how our story ends.
Try to stand up. It's so ass that the downloading still can't happen when the app is in the background. on phone.
Can I give you a
Ichizuru
hand
can do it just
or
fine.
a tail, even?
Ichizuru is actually not as well optimized as Genshin inside the game itself. So it's like a give and take. You give something and you take something. Go to the gear sky ladder. Okay, read. In the name of the elders of our three tribes. Shut up! I'm reading.
The tabletop engrosses your
Captivated by the epic
You didn't even
poetry
finish
and
speaking.
enthralled by the outstanding storytelling, the Outlanders knew what their
Bruh.
next objective was. Namely, to remove the clockwork key from the raised platform up ahead. With wood and earthenware strewn all around, the demon feline's fury can't be quelled, reducing them to rubble on the ground.
Your rhyming is actually pretty
No,
good.
Don't. I wrote that line. Don't start plagiarizing me just because you can't take a bit of criticism.
Look, let's not put form over content here. It's not about the rhymes.
I'm surprised. Why do you not finish your lines? Okay, this is kind of stupid.
They're overcome by a sudden urge to set it free. Also, Cafe, that'll be my last rhyming line. I'm not writing any more poetry until you apologize.
I like your rhyming.
What does it matter anyway? I've lost count of how many people have tried this before. No one's getting that key out.
You want to bet?
Strong as stone.
Okay, never
firm
mind.
as steel. The Outlander pulls, but it does not yield.
Never mind.
This has happened many times before.
Okay, I gotta
But
attack
this
it.
time is different. A thought enters the Outlander's mind. Attack! Attack! First weaken the structure, then seize the treasure.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's one standard for
The attack now over. Only one final step remains.
now. It is the time to seize the key.
But alas, as was the case for all those who had come before, the key still did not move an inch. Wait, what? They got it out?
Yes! Finally! Come on, move your butts and your legs, assuming they're still.
Bobo Rano.
It's showtime!
No
What?
hard feelings about your lack of poetic contributions?
Oh, what? Ah! Welcome, esteemed and noble Outlander.
This is a cool
Allow
quest.
us to introduce ourselves.
I don't know what's
We
happening, but it's
represent
cool.
The three great clans of this realm, having been selected as its authorized historical supervisors.
Our purpose being to await the arrival of one such as yourselves who shall remove the clockwork key.
My name is...
You're Cape, he's Albizzi, and that's Bobarano, right? You've done so much talking that we can already tell you apart by your voices.
Aren't we missing someone, though? The guy who led us here to begin with?
Who?
Kirara?
And thus was born the long-awaited fellowship, destined to uncover the truth of the past. Allow me to quote, if I may, in the history of Constellation Metropole, a new page has begun.
Him.
Well, there's no fourth person, so which of you is the ventriloquist? Come on, out with
You
it.
got 40 minutes?
We've
I
never
love
heard
it when
that
these
voice
like
before.
scrolling warnings
He sounds like
scroll
he'd be
across
good
the
at
screen.
reading
It's like,
bedtime
holy
stories to
shit,
children.
Genshin's dead. Genshin's finally gonna die. It's over.
Forget about him. We have far more important
It's
things
like
to
it
focus
gives
on.
off like minor
where our
apocalyptic
journey goes
vibes.
from
Like, what if
here.
Genshin just shuts down for
That
real
keyhole is
forever?
the pivot
Like, what if
point
this is a
about which
last
the
maintenance?
past and
This a
present of the
forever
metropole
maintenance.
revolve. However, between our three clans,
I wonder
there
if somebody
is
has ever had a nightmare where it's like they
dispute
they
over the
watch this
historical
scrolling
record.
warning go across and
Each
then it
clan
just goes
has
into
its own
maintenance
version of
mode.
history,
And it
detailing
never
the clan's
exits it ever again.
origins
And that's
the
their
tale of
nightmare.
the
They
dragon
actually
of
have
old.
nightmares about
And
this when they go to
unfortunately,
sleep.
we don't know which
That'd be
one
hilarious.
is the truth.
Dragon? You mean the one that's been acting up recently?
Oh, no,
They
no,
somehow
no, not
delete
that
all the
one, you
data they
adorable
ever
little
saved for
daisy.
Genshin
When I say
at
dragon
like
of
Hoyoverse
old,
headquarters for some reason because somebody
A
pressed the
dragon that
wrong
would be
button.
Really
And then
old
they
if
never
it
they
was
can
still
just
with us
never play
today,
Genshin
but
again.
It was defeated in
Actually
ancient
dead
times.
because of a mistake.
The new one has nothing to do with our clan history.
Was that supposed to be a joke? Anyway, so you've been waiting for someone to remove the key so you can finally explore the truth of the past?
not just explore it, but argue incessantly about it. Honestly, I don't care that much. Cape's the one who's always bothering us about it.
What we need to figure out is who resolved the dragon crisis. We have to know that before we can decide which is the supreme clan.
The moment you removed the key from where it was lodged, you became the honorary Marquis. We humbly beseech you, noble Outlander.
I wouldn't know what to do. If it was like, if it was a Genshin hater, they probably like jump up and down in joy. Or
Noble
probably
traveler
they might cry
Marquis,
out of
we
frustration
ask
of
you
not being able to
help
hate on
us.
Genshin anymore.
You and your talking Puss in Boots and the pale floating pixie.
Puss in Boots? Are you serious? It's better than demon feline, but still.
Embrace it, my friend, embrace it. Most cats don't wear boots or speak, do they?
I'm not even a cat. I'm a
She
Nekomata.
doesn't wear boots
Now that
though.
you
That's
know
the
word,
thing.
I
She does not
expect
wear
you to use it.
boots.
Please allow me to lead
She
you
is not a
all to
booty
a
wearer.
sacred memorial site. It will be much easier to explain.
She only
what
has
needs to be done
leggings.
once we are there.
Capet leads the party to the so-called blah blah blah.
This place is sacred to my clan. It's where our brave forefathers once took up arms against the dragon of old. After a bitter battle that dragged on for many days and nights, finally, our forefathers fought the dragon into submission, and it fled. They took turns, though. Some forefathers worked the day shift, while others worked the night shift.
So they work ships while the poor dragon had to work around the clock.
So they say.
I think I need to go for
Just a
now,
legend,
Bench.
though.
See you next time when you go live again.
A
Alright.
second?
I'll still be live
Just
later
hear you
today.
admit that your clan's history
I'll
is
probably
just
be
a
streaming
legend?
for the entire day.
History, legend.
Because of
My
Natlan,
plan
to be
was
honest.
definitely courageous. That's the point. That's the truth. And isn't the truth what we've all been arguing about non-stop for all these years?
Capet's words gave the
I feel like I've said that I'll be streaming for an entire
Could it
day or
be
for the
that
next day for like
truth in a fictional world is
forever, and I
equivalent
never
to
do that.
fiction
But I
in
think
the
this time
real
it's actually
world?
going to be the case. I think I actually am
Well,
going
that
to
would
be
have
streaming
to
for a
wait.
long time today.
Apparently,
At least
Capet
until
was not
Natlan comes
alone
out.
in his pilgrimage to this sacred site. Unwanted company had arrived. The traveler and
Thanks,
the talking
Baratica.
cat,
I'll see you later.
Nekomata decided to teach them some manners.
So now it's time for me to like, oh my god, I get to play as Kirara in her cool slaughtering Hilly Shells for the 100th time in Genshin. I wonder if we will ever get like a region where there's no Hilly Shells. Like I would imagine when we go to Conria, killing Hilly Shells would be like a bad thing, right?
Ancestors' feats.
Like how would they feel about killing
Suit the
people
modern
who are like them?
Now,
I hope when we go to
Let's get down
Conrad,
to
we don't
business.
actually have Hilly Chos as
As
common
we all
enemies.
know,
It's probably a long
time is
shot
but
because
an
they're always going to have Hilly Chos, but
time
you know,
may flow
things could
line by
change, right?
line,
One day we
page
might not
by
have Hilly Cho
page, or
enemies.
frame by frame, but usually it flows in the form of springs and gears.
One day.
And that clockwork key you have in your hand can turn back time and make the past reappear.
Well, actually, my view is that the illusion of time is more of a problem of consciousness. Gears power the body, while the body is the vessel of the conscious mind. But the mind cannot understand the dimension of time, so we experience instead an endless continuum of moments as the pinion of now turns along the rack of ages.
Wow, that's so philosophical.
I'm getting flashbacks to when I was delivering packages to the Sumeru Academia.
A teacher once asked Albizzi what his greatest fear was, and he replied, dragons. Boborano was asked the same question. He replied,
Bobo
time,
Rano is low-key
and
kind of
repeated
a
the
like a
argument
crazy
we
good
just
name.
heard.
Bobo Rano.
The teacher then turned
Kind of reminds me of
Capet and posed the
Bokurano,
same
which was
question.
an anime
He
that was kind of like a
replied,
mecha anime, but not really back in the past. Nobody really watches it now,
That tells the
probably.
truth of the historical record.
It was a good
The
classic.
blueprint to all of creation.
I love the theme
work
song.
of the great mage themselves. It can be found at the beginning of the Girak, and on the very first page of the book.
Paimon didn't follow all that, but basically, you're just saying that we need to put the key in and turn it all the way back?
Exactly. It is said that in the beginning, the goddess of creation took the goddess of fate's manuscript as a blueprint, placed it under the goddess of prophecy's starry realm, and generated the world from a few magic arrays. So in a few moments, when the great clockwork key turns the local time here back to the very beginning. We will restore the magic arrays back to their original configurations.
Hold on. Isn't stealing part of the blueprint of creation a little dangerous? Also, how are we supposed to know the original configurations of the magic arrays?
Well, the general shapes of the configurations have been passed down over the ages. They now form the family crests of each of our clans. So you'll just need to
sounds like a YouTuber.
Join the dots accordingly.
I don't know why, but the way Capet speaks kind of reminds me of a certain YouTuber. I'm not gonna say their name, but
To address your
they
other
sound very
concern,
familiar.
When the house is
A
already
very
been built,
specific
do you really
Canadian
think that taking
YouTuber
away
who I
the
hate.
construction crew and blueprint will cause it to collapse?
The Traveler Marquis prepares to insert the Great Clockwork Key.
This is why I don't want to actually get too deep into like the creation of the game itself. I feel like if I ever get to know the voice actors, I won't be able to hear anything except the voice actors rather than the characters themselves. I don't know if that's just me.
Too slow.
I kind of like how like this game is made in China, so I don't have to like actually know about the developers. I feel like every time like a Western developer says something on Twitter or on like Reddit or wherever, like shit just goes flying all over the place, all this drama shit, and they say the dumbest shit of all time, and I just don't want to hear that. I'm glad that like these developers are Chinese and they barely communicate with the community. Everybody says that like more communication is good, but I think it's the opposite. I think once you start communicating too much, you know, some things are better left unsaid. Turn. Some things are better left up to the imagination. Okay. Do that.
I guess we should start here?
Do that. Sometimes knowing too much about how a game is made does take away from the... Am I doing this right?
Why don't you give it another try?
Oh, you're gonna reset it. Shit. Hit the Oracle Pillar and you can start over. What is the Oracle Pillar, though? It's a Z shape. Nice. Okay, I see. Let me see.
Too slow.
I fucked up. Insane.
Truth always has a limited scope, and so do right and wrong. Perhaps you had the right answer, but to the wrong question. Keep trying.
I am dumb. Okay. I got this. The way around. Got it. Do I got it? How is this supposed to... How am I supposed to understand where I'm supposed to, like, put this, though? That's the question. Like, is it over here and then... Let me think about this for a second. It's like the first time you did it. Like that? Bobo Rana, what do you think?
Truth always has a limited scope, and
Shut up!
so do right and wrong. Perhaps you had the right answer.
Shut up!
Question. Keep trying.
You annoying piece of... I accidentally hit the Oracle Pillar. What is the Oracle Pillar, though? Is it this thing or is it this thing? Is that the Oracle Pillar? Bruh. -5 minutes? Is it really? Oh, you're talking about how much time I'm spending on this. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, that's the Oracle Pillar. I see. Okay. This thing had better be the real deal. Huh. What if we go like this? I'm basically trying all of the options. Damn. I'm stupid. No? Okay. Wow, am I really just trying all the options? Am I that desperate? How do you even know how you're supposed to do it? Still no? Okay. Tap it.
Too slow.
I guess we should start here. Start with the one near Kara with the blue. Okay. Then a blue guy. Okay. And it's like this. And then this. And then this. Why, though? Why?
Behold, the sacred writings that record the truth of... No, wait. That have shaped the truth of history.
What is the logic behind that,
Gather
though?
round
I'm
and
actually
bear
curious.
witness.
Brief? Okay, I'm not gonna read this. Very good writing, though. I'm sure it's very
Feast
good.
your eyes, rejoice, and cheer. For this is the unquestionable truth. Look at the signature.
They showed a
Nobody is
banner at the
capable of
start.
faking that.
Oh my
I
god!
can't believe it. So, all along, our histories have been false?
Don't lose heart, Albizzi. It does not follow from his is true that ours are false.
It showed the shape. Oh, okay,
That might
I
be
see.
the most bogus logic I've ever heard. But keep up the mental gymnastics,
A timed
Bobrano.
image check?
Been waiting for that look of
No
jealousy on your
way,
face my whole life, and I'm
Genshin!
gonna savor
No
it.
way you would be that
It
harsh.
seemed that this conundrum could indeed have more than one solution. Everyone agreed that there may be more than one truth. The party decided to visit
got
the
26
secret
minutes
sites of the other
left.
clans and see what their documents had to say.
Isn't a narrator supposed to remain detached and objective? It feels like you're forcing a narrative agenda on us here. Well, whatever.
Narrative
I'm in a good
agenda,
mood.
where
Let's
did
do
you
it.
learn that word?
The instructions say to repeat the process 3 times, and besides, I'm looking forward to watching you both be so...
Let's do my clan
Are you
next.
disappointed?
I'll lead the way.
Let's go.
We'll need the key.
Did I interrupt him again? Narration footnotes. Gameplay tutorial. Oracle pillar. Ah, I see. Interesting. Okay. That was cool. But now I need to summon gifts. I'm still nowhere near. There's no way. Oh well, let's just enjoy my time. Let's just enjoy my time here. That's the Constipation Metropole. Let's go.
The wind rises.
I guess both skin, but it's fine. No skin, it's fine. Yeah. I'm not too torn up about it.
Quit following me.
I feel like I've come towards a zen place now for Genshin Impact. I'm much less like incentivized by just like things you get in the game than actually just experience the game when I want, how I want. I think that's the best way to experience Genshin, to be honest.
Help me! Help!
You can still do it if you really want to.
Prophecy above.
I got 26 minutes left, dude. 24 minutes left, though.
What happened here? Why are you all suspended in midair?
I mean, being stuck in midair still beats falling to the ground and being smashed into a pile of blocks, but...
Yeah, you're a
I told
Roblox
them to be
dude.
careful, but... No.
I still don't know
You know
why
what?
people like
That's not the time for
Roblox.
My good
The only
friend,
time I see Roblox is like one of Yongo's videos about Honkai Star Rail or Zenless Zone Zero, and they create like a shrine towards one of the characters. That's basically all Roblox is to me. Return to the right track. Attack the clockwork. Gradually grind the scene. Have to run and keep everything still for 2 seconds, and the toy figures. Whoa, this is super involved. What even is this? What? Whoa! This is so cool! I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. And then it keeps rewinding a little further back. And a little further back. You're dead. You're falling over the cliff. Behind you? What's going on? Attack the clockwork to reset the scene. Okay. Let me try to figure out what I'm supposed to do here. The trajectory of events changed. Oh, you're supposed to stop them from dying. That's insane. I didn't even read chat. That's awesome. Wow.
Thank you.
I'm actually impressed by this.
Thank you.
What happened there? It almost seemed like we turned back time.
I take it this is your first time witnessing the power of the Goddess of Prophecy, then? If so, I can see why you might think that.
That's actually
Basically,
such a cool
this is a
mechanic.
gift bestowed upon Constellation Metropole by the Goddess of Prophecy, who rules over the natural course.
This
of
reminds me
events.
of the second
It helps those who
Summer
deviate
Island
from the proper
Archipelago
path to get back on
event,
track.
where we were actually interacting with the environment, especially in Mona's domain.
Everything that happens in the Metropole has been.
I guess now that I say that, not a lot of people can relate to that anymore because a lot of people started playing after Inazuma.
Why are you saying that?
Like
as
a
if
lot,
it's a bad
actually a
thing?
lot of people.
You're not
There's not a
explaining
lot
it
of day one
clearly.
players left.
Here,
I'm not a
allow
day
me.
one player either.
Of
I'm like a
course, all the
1.1 or
residents of the
1.2 player.
Metropole have the freedom to live their own lives. For instance, whether I use olive oil or sesame oil in my morning skincare routine is entirely my choice. But whenever something disastrous is about to happen, like when I almost got turned into a pile of rubble just now, the goddess's magic will activate in the world around us.
So, in other words, it's kind of protection magic? To keep people alive?
You could say that. There are other situations in which it activates too, but that's basically correct.
Well, in any case.
Wow, this
I'm
is
glad
such
no
good
one's
healthcare,
hurt.
man.
You
This place has got it made. You just get you get protected before you even
Do you know
get
where
hurt.
we can find the Gear Sky ladder?
Oh, it's just that platform up ahead.
Yeah, I started
The
a
one
patch
with the
before
key sticking
Fontaine.
out.
Damn, that's pretty soon. Jesus, I can't believe how many new players there are. Like this game still
That's
gets
the
new
one.
players.
Pretty much
Insane.
everything in the Metropole runs on tracks and gears. The Goddess of Prophecy
There's so
watches
many
over it
things
all,
that are just completely
which is
unrelatable to new
say
players
all the
now.
tracks are fixed.
Like I just keep
If a machine
referencing
is
things
set up
that
to move
people will never
forwards, it'll never
experience
move in reverse.
because Genshin's just that kind of game.
I'm on a lot of Fontaine's clockwork toys.
You mean like those music boxes with dancing figures? I think I've seen one or two from the merchants.
Nilu
in
kind of
Summer
looks like
Island.
Robin in this outfit,
Yeah, it's
like a
exactly
little
like
bit.
that. Anyway, sounds like it's not gonna suddenly fall out of the sky, so Paimon's okay now. Should we get going?
Nice. We got the chest.
Take it and have fun.
Oh, 15, 20 minutes left. Let's go. Attack. 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 Woo! Those low pop-ins are kind of annoying, though. Alright. Give me my waypoint. Welcome to Constellation Metropole. Okay.
Whoa, what a bustling city! This place is fit for a king!
Our next step is to get to the top of the Metropole and ask the Goddess of Prophecy for guidance. If there is a king in that castle, I sure hope he won't get mad at us for trespassing.
Make way for the king!
Oh, darn, we jinxed it. Oh, no. Did he overhear us talking about us sneaking into his castle? Paimon hopes he's not mad.
Silence! The one who shall soon stand before you is the ruler of Constellation Metropole, the one who descended after a meteor shower, and the protector of order and all the stars in the sky.
We got jumping and hand waving animations.
Along with
Amazing.
subtitles.
Animation budget over 9,000.
Welcome, guests from afar. Long have I heard of you.
Wait, she has an actual crown? And she has a, oh my god, that's a unique outfit right there. This is kind of what I'm talking about when it comes to like character customization. I wish we had these like little things like a mustache that we can just attach to characters and a little crown. Instead of just like wholesale skin. What if we could get like one of these little items and put them in our, you know, teapot, or just have them have any character wear these things? It would be so nice. Please forgive our transgression. Uncle Starro could deal with one of these things too. In fact, all of the gacha games
Spectacular
could.
improvisation skills. I'd expect no less from you. All right. You can relax now. Allow me to make some introductions. This is the Traveler, and his trusty companion, Paimon.
You are personal friends with Her Majesty the King? Please, forgive our grievous mistake. We had no idea.
All right. The welcome ceremony is over. Everyone back to your stations.
At least MC could have it.
personally
Yeah.
treat our
Like we
guests to
got,
some royal hospitality.
didn't we get a mask in
Yes, Your
Inazuma?
Majesty.
And then in Sumeru we got a crown. Like one of those laurel wreaths. And then I don't know what we got in Fontaine, but we probably got something. Your Majesty, we are most grateful for you. Just like little things we can put on our
I've
characters,
already
right?
sent them off. So anyway,
A badge of some
how
sort.
did you guys get here?
We were gonna ask you the same thing. Also, how are you already king of this nation? And where did you get a crown? Oh, wait, don't say it. You just woke up like this, right?
Sounds like you've answered your own question. But before I woke up, I heard a voice say to me, "You are the king of Constellation Metropole. Now go forth and save your city." A similar thing happened to me. Oh, yeah, sorry. You must be the fairy of the Forest of Blessings, right?
Mm-hmm. This is Nilu, a friend that we made during our time in Sumeru.
Nice to meet you, Miss Nilu.
Interactions
I'm
between
Natlan,
best
the
girls.
president of Spina Zero Sula.
Actually, the
If you
best
ever
girl
get the
in
chance to go to
Sumeru was
Fontaine,
Dia,
make sure you come
not
and visit
Nilu.
me.
Nilu was a
I
close
make
second.
croissant.
Sumeru had a lot of good
Keeping us all in
characters.
stride.
Like I really liked the
Nervous about
ensemble
getting
cast
stuck
that
here and never being
Sumeru
able to
had.
get back home?
It felt like Fontaine was a lot
I'd
more
be
focused on
worried
certain
about that.
characters.
We've
And that
faced
had
much
both its
bigger problems
downsides
than
and
this
like
before,
upsides.
And we always pull through. This should be a piece of cake.
This is the same voice actor as
Besides,
Nekomata, by the
life's
way.
always full of surprises. You gotta learn to
Navia
just
and
enjoy
Nekomata
it.
are the same character.
That sounds like a great outlook on life. You have a very optimistic spirit. Thanks, I'll take that. Honestly, though, it also puts me at ease to find out that you guys are the fairy and heroes that I've been hearing about in this prophecy. We're kind of veterans at dealing with prophecies by now, aren't we?
About that, has anything bad happened in the Metropole? We heard about an evil dragon. Did it make a mess here too?
It sure did. Apparently, for whatever reason,
15 minutes
he went
left.
for the stars above the city recently. Literally just flew up and started snatching them out of the sky. Luckily, the guards responded quickly and stopped the dragon from taking them back to his lair. Unfortunately, though, he dropped them before he flew off. Now they're scattered all around the Metropole. I've been out trying to retrieve them, but I only managed to get one of them before you showed up. Oh, I didn't ask yet. What brings you to the Metropole anyway?
Oh, Paimon can explain.
I see. So, you want to consult the Oracle of the Goddess of Prophecy.
I mean, what
Do you
else
know
did
how
we
we could do
do
that,
in
Miss Navia?
Fontaine except consult the prophecy?
Well, the goddess's statue is indeed at the top of the castle. I can take you up there.
I think one of the things I had a problem with
However,
Fontaine's story was that it felt
I've
a
heard
bit
from the citizens here
predetermined
that
because
the
everything was
goddess
about
hasn't given out
prophecies.
any new revelations in a very long time.
And it was about
Really?
Farina fulfilling the prophecy.
Grandpa Almond told us that
to an
he
extent.
received his prophecy
Or at least
from
the real
goddess.
one.
Oh, that's probably because the prophecy about the hero of Simulanka has been around for a very long time. But recently, people realized that the goddess didn't reveal anything about what's supposed to happen after peace has been restored.
Okay.
Still,
I really wonder
can't hurt
what's
to
going to
try
happen
your
in
luck.
Natlan, because there were very early leaks that
You
Signora
can
was
help
going
me
to be
get rid of the
revived.
invaders while we're at it.
And she would get like a new body,
Invaders?
like some
So the
sort of
dragons
younger,
aren't your
like
only problem?
Nilu-sized body. I wonder if she'll return her memories or
Right.
if she's going to be
The
like an
forest
entirely
isn't
different
the only
character.
place where strange things have been happening to the residents.
Because why else would
Have you come
Capitano be
across
there,
the
right?
gift from the
Except to
goddess of
revive
prophecy
Signora.
yet?
Maybe he's there for some other reason. I don't know.
Protection magic that stops them from coming to harm? We saw it in action. Yep, that's the one.
Also, a tiny bit
Last little
disappointing that
while,
Capitano
this
is just
magic
a
has been triggering
tall,
far
slim
more
character
frequently.
again, just
We
like
don't
all the
know if
other
it's
tall
simply
male
because the
characters.
Metropole has grown a lot more
I think
dangerous,
Mavuika will
or
die
if
this
there's a
quest. I
deeper
think so as
reason
well.
behind it. Some residents find themselves getting stuck in a place and unable to move.
I think
Others
one
start
thing that
repeating
might
the same
convince me to
thing
pull for
over and over
Mavuika is if she has two different, like,
kind of
really
way.
different forms, like a tall female form as well as a short female form, and you can use both of them in battle. I think that might get me to pull
If
for
we were
her.
to use clockwork toys as an analogy, could it be that the tracks have eroded or the gears have slid out of place? That's exactly right, Nilu. That's basically what's happening. Anyway, some of the monsters outside the city saw this as an opportunity to launch an invasion.
But we didn't see a single monster on our way here.
That's because I already took care of most of them over the past couple of days. Of the remaining few, we trapped some of them inside the castle and chased the rest back out of the city.
Wait, you're chaining them
So
inside the
to summarize,
castle? Holy shit,
not
that's cruel.
only has the magic here gotten all messed up, but the dragons also knocked some of the stars out of the sky. Plus, there's a bunch of monsters in the city.
Did they just not question the fact that you
Sounds
can
like
knock
there's a
stars
lot
out of
more
the
to fix
sky?
here
Like,
than in
what
the
do they
Forest of
think stars
Blessings.
are?
Well, defeating the dragon and the monsters should be straightforward enough. But how do we fix the magic? Supposedly, the goddess has had it all planned out for ages. One of her oldest prophecies says this: go and push the gear
How do you know all
that
this?
connects up to the starry sky. When that time comes, I shall dance and return the tracks beneath my people's feet back to the stars in the sky.
Man, I can't wait for the day that they make
tracks
previous events
if
playable.
she
I'll be able to
gave to her
enjoy this
people
as
in the
well.
first place?
Because I know I'm not going to be able to
Does
finish
that
all of
mean she
it. But
plans
all
to
the
take the
other
gift
previous
back?
events, I can stream it.
That's what the prophecy
Hey, Bench,
seems
is
to
it
be
the free-to-play
saying,
account? No,
yes.
Luke Miletto.
So, as
Hello.
a result, some
This is
people
my
are against
pay-to-win
turning the
account.
gear, despite what the
This is
prophecy
a very
says,
late
since
attempt
they
at trying
fear
to
a
do
future
the
where
story.
they no
I'm actually
longer
having a lot of
enjoy
fun.
the goddess's protection.
I feel like now that I'm not trying to
Struggle
get as many of the,
isn't
like,
either,
all the
is it?
rewards, it makes the game a
No.
lot more fun because I can just
And
take it at
I
my own
think they
pace.
know that.
Unfortunately, taking it
They're
at
just
my own
too
pace meant
afraid
that
to
I
take
played
that
Black
final,
Myth Wukong for the entire week
terrifying
last
step.
week. As a
They're
result,
still
it kind of
hoping
messed
there
up my
might be an
gacha schedule.
alternative solution. Now, we could
But on the
ignore
other
their
side, like,
objections and
the
go
fact that
turn
I'm
the
not
gear
too stressed out about
ourselves.
not getting Kirara's skin is very
But-
good. You want to be considerate of their feelings. You want to let them make the choice for themselves.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm definitely
Really
not getting
well.
Kirara's skin
And
before the
that's
end of
why
this.
you're my partner.
Before the end of the stream.
I want to get as many people on
Or
my
ever.
side as possible. At the
But at
end
the
of
same time, I
day,
don't really
this
use
is their
Kirara, so
city,
it's kind of whatever.
and they should have the right to decide
I also
its
think that I'm
future.
not too fussed about 4-star skins anymore. I think the only time I will get a skin is if it's a 5-star skin, because those are the ones with unique
I am the
effects.
boss of Spina di Rosula,
I can
after
imagine
all.
Natlan main theme
This
from
may be my
Natlan's
first time as a
Symphony
king,
playing
but
as
there are a few
Mavuika's funeral
similarities
happens.
between the two
Yeah,
roles. Traveler, Paimon,
it's
Miss
kind of
Eva,
weird because there's an
would you
African
be willing to
like
lend me your
funeral
support?
theme song as well.
With your
That's
help,
really
I'm
hype.
confident we'll
I don't
be
know
able
if
to
you
find
guys
the
know
most
about the one. I
frictionless
can't
way
hum
to
it. I
resolve
can't
the
remember the
problems
notes.
plaguing this city.
But there is like a coffin carrying theme song for that is like done by like Africans, and it's pretty popular. So I'm just wondering like there's gonna be a meme about that for Mavuika. I tried to get Aqua, but got Lumineuse. It perfect if it had Emily, but I don't. Yeah, I tried to get Emily for my free-to-play account as well. It didn't happen. I lost my
Thanks, partner.
50-50.
Seriously, like we'd ever say no. We're your friends. No need to ask us so formally in the future.
I'm happy to help too. This is a beautiful city, and just like the Forest of Blessings, I would love to see it return to normal as soon as possible. Ah, great. As the King of Constellation Metropole, I extend to you my gratitude.
It's been nice knowing you. I'm gonna be with you for the next 9 minutes.
The goddess statue at the top of the metro.
One of the things that I don't like about Navia is her back dress. I don't like the back of her dress. It feels like it's covering too much of her body, as well as it feels like it's kind of out of place. I don't know. I'm just nitpicking now. I'm hitting on Fontaine for the 14th time today. Wow.
Too slow.
Okay, there was a chest over here somewhere. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Oh, they're lining up. I see, I see. They're lining up. And one of them can't... Oh! Oh, I see. They tripped. One of them tripped. What's going on? How do I solve this? Huh, interesting. I think I need to... Yeah. I think I understand now. I need to block off the blue one. Fuck, you got tripped again. You're so stupid, little Roblox guy. Wait, do I do this? Huh. That's weird. Okay, maybe I need to do this instead. Okay, go back again. Yes. And I connected to this one, right? No, what the hell? I don't know how to do this. Huh? I can only connect these two. I forgot who they were. Do it straight. Like this. Or this. Okay. Now what? I can't wait. Rushing across. And he tripped. What a dumbass. Am I supposed to stop him from tripping? I've heard similar nitpicks with a VTuber who teaches character design. Oh, why did he? Why? What? Why? Why did that work? Why? Do straighter lines make you go better? Genshin logic. Genshin logic.
Man's gem.
Excellent. I understand now. Insane. Absolutely insane. Ever since I started watching Mr. Pokey on Twitch, I've just been saying insane all the time. It's so addictive. Like, it's such a dumb... It's just such a dumb saying, but it feels so fun to say. Flop. I don't even know what, like, any of the commands are for the chat. I'm sorry. I'm so out of it when it comes to any, like, technology and related thing. What the heck is this? Why are they hiding all of these cabbages? I didn't make it. You didn't make what? Oh, you didn't make it to... Yeah! You had even less time than I did. How are you supposed to get Kirara's skin in that time? Yeah, man. We really didn't get Kirara's skin, did we? Goodbye, Similanka. We got 4 minutes left. 4 minutes?
The party finds no pedestal
One cat.
in which to place the great clockwork key.
58 things out of 125. Yep.
Where's your clan's pedestal?
You failed the
Let me
free-to-play
guess, you hid it
experience.
away
You
in
did not
advance to
get the
save
one
yourself
thing you
the
were supposed to
embarrassment of
get
having it exposed as a
every
fake.
single year. Every single year, you're supposed to get these 2 free skins.
Since my clan's
Then
main
manage
claim
it.
to fame is...
I think I had to deal with the
Half-truths and
decorations.
Fabrication.
Ah, shut up, Cape.
Shut up, Cape.
What the fuck? You're so mean.
I swear, if I wind up dead one day, the murderer was Bobarano.
Okay, okay,
My
you
last
do
words.
need to shut up, Cape.
My clan's claim to fame is that we outwitted the dragon of old and stole its treasure. Ergo, all articles
Damn.
of value that we
I really
own,
wish this
including the
was
pedestal for the
playable at my
clockwork key,
own time
behind that
at my
door.
own pace.
So, next step is open the door?
Cappe dies later. Nice. Time to
Almost.
restore my honor, I
There's
guess.
one
Yeah,
step
you
before
need to
that.
go all
The door
in
is
on
protected by
Natlan.
a smart interrogation system. We have to
Go
answer its
completely all
questions, and
in.
if we get them
Full-time
wrong, we will
Genshin for the
alert
next
law
2
enforcement.
weeks.
Jeez. Well, do you at least know the answers?
The correction fluid of time has dyed white the pages of the Book of Wisdom. No, I don't know the answers. But worry not. I had a quick word with the constabulary in advance. They'll ignore the alarm if we get the questions wrong.
The pain of
so
being a
answer
free-to-play
without
player.
fear.
Having to get all the rewards at the right time. I do think that you are much more motivated to get all the rewards if you are free to play, though. I'm not truly free to play. I'm not free to play at all. Even on my free to play account, I'm buying skins. Like, what is that? That's like free to play for idiots. You fail to free to play even when you decided not to spend money. You still spend money. How do you even call that free to play at this point? You don't. At least I don't spend money on polls. That's basically what my free-to-play account is. No spending money on polls. We're here for a routine inventory check. So my power level is not
genius
increasing.
idea.
There's that.
Far more intelligent than Bobarano's ancestors. But I still recommend
2 minutes! Holy shit.
Question 1.
Are you guys ready for Natlan? Let's go!
That's actually quite an amusing approach. It's probably not going to get us anywhere, but I
I'm not
do
free to
admire
play,
your
but I
sense
still
of
enjoy
humor
exploring.
and
I do
your
too.
commitment.
But I feel like I enjoy more exploration more now in Genshin, now that I'm not like fussed about getting all the free shit. Bench Gamer Marquise and his retinue.
The great yokai, Nekomata in boots. And the trusty travel guide, Pixie. Travel guide. Trusty travel guide.
Question
It's gonna
2.
shut off at any time
By
now.
which virtue did the ancients defeat the dragon?
Hard work and
To
wealth.
be completely honest, hard work is a bit of an alien concept to us.
You
here
can't
in
just say that. You
Metropole.
can't just say
We have
hard work is
hardware and we have clockwork.
not hard
but not
work.
Hard work.
Oh, this is a commentary on like
By which
employees.
virtue did the ancients defeat the dragon?
You're like clockwork, but you're not hard work. You're not doing hard work.
This is
Wisdom.
the right answer, I swear.
Shirona-sama, what's up? Rip,
Correct.
didn't finish this quest. Huh? Nope. Not in the slightest.
Bare-faced lie. So low.
Question 3.
I don't feel too bad
Which
about
is
it
more
though.
real?
I think in the
fiction of
future they
outside
might
world
actually make
or the
replayable
truth of
events a
this
thing.
world?
They might. I think they will at some point. Once like all of Teyvat is finished and they move on to the next chapter, they might make Teyvat like events replayable. And then for the next portion of the story, like whatever the next region is after Teyvat, they'll make those events events temporary. And then it'll be the Teyvat events that will be like their own thing. And we'll get all the Teyvat events, and for the next region after Teyvat, they'll make those temporary. That's what I'm thinking. I'm inhaling as well. There's a bit of hopium copium. Yeah, this is my hopium copium on my max drive. Because they did so many good things for 5.0, there's no way they just leave it at that, right? There's no way they just stop improving the game after 5.0, after everyone's already happy. No fucking way. Am I right, guys? Am I right? I hope so, it's over.
Hear, hear. Who can be sure that the outside
I hope
world
so,
isn't
it's
just a
over.
dream?
It's not over, it's
That when the
never
dreamer
over.
wakes up,
Not when there's
they'll just
Hoyoverse money
find
involved.
themselves inside a novel.
When the game becomes
No way
not
to know,
popular anymore, they'll
therefore
probably do
both
it.
are equally real.
All
It kind of
correct.
sucks that you have
You
to
may
make the
have
game
the
less
key
popular for
pedestal.
them to like actually get off their ass and do anything. That's something that I always kind of disliked about Hoyoverse. It's like every time a new game comes out, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna make a change to
Please insert
Genshin."
the great
Wow,
clockwork
guys, you could have
key.
done this like 2 years ago.
And this is my family crest.
Ah, yes. Fuck. Server restarting, what does that mean? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's Natlan time in the next 4 hours afterwards. Yep. Okay, let's go to Twitter and see what's up. Rappa? How do you guys feel about Rappa? Do you guys like how Rappa looks? I don't know why, but they're... Oh, they actually gave us a high-def image of this. Actually, they didn't. They gave us a 1080p image. Do you guys like Rappa? She's the next character in Hawkeye Story, the best gacha game in the universe, according to certain people. Mostly people who don't actually like playing games because you can just idle play Honkai Star Rail after a while. I've realized this about gacha games, but a lot of people really like gacha games where you don't actually have to play the game. She looks like she is from Natlan. She kind of looks like Ruby, the VTuber, to me. Let's look at all the people on Twitch. There's probably not a lot. What is everybody doing? Black Myth, Wukong, Marco Meatball. Am I following anybody who I'm not supposed to be following? Genshin Impact's all the way down here. Everybody's just waiting for... Yeah. Did he get the skin? I don't know. Who cares? Kirara's skin was so good, but it's just like I don't... The baseline level of hype I have for Kirara is just so low that it's like, no matter how good the skin is, I'm always not going to be that... If it was, I don't know which character. I think if I got a second visual skin, I would be pretty hyped. That's actually a pretty good like thing to think about. That's pretty interesting to think about. Which 4-star character would I be hyped to get a new skin for? Which 4-star characters do I still use? She looked like what I'd have imagined Starro to be before it released. What did you imagine Starro to be? This actually kind of looks a tiny bit generic. I'm not gonna lie. I like the way her panties are done. It's like she's got a ring over here and a ring over there, and just like it goes down. I don't know. I'm a Coomer. I'm sorry. I'm waiting for Robin's rerun currently. Yeah, I should probably go on my Honkai Star and do my dailies there. I don't know why it took so long for me to think about my dailies. Yeah, I should probably go do my dailies. In both Zenless and Honky Starbucks. Full on futuristic. It doesn't look that future. Actually, it kind of does. Yeah, you're right. It kind of looks like a future punk. I don't know if future punk is a thing, but it is now. It looks like what you imagine the future to be like, but it's probably not going to be like that. It's just some bullshit you came up with in your head. Farewell to me like on stream. Nice. I said farewell to my Kirara skin. That's what I said farewell to. Yeah, it looks somewhat cyberpunk. Still no Skrillin, by the way. I feel like at this point, people who are still hyped up about Skrillin are like on super copium. He's either going to be 3.0, and even further in the future, or he's not going to be in the game at all. I feel like it's so weird though. I don't know. Like, to me, Kafka almost came at a time when it was like too soon. I feel like she could have been hyped up more. I feel like Black Swan also could have been hyped up more. A lot of the like initial characters that they showed in 1.0 kind of ended up being not as hype as they were meant to be. But now that we know that we're getting alters, especially for Kafka, I don't really feel that bad about it because it's like they're guaranteed to have more stuff in the future to do in the main story. Will Rappa want Silverwolf? She's imaginary. She's an imaginary erudition. So why would an erudition character need Silverwolf? It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Okay, I have a full stamina, so I can just go do this. Yeah, let's put it on that setting. I got Sparkle recently. I have Sparkle. I'm trying to get different. So one of the problems I've been running into for my free-to-play account and my pay-to-win account on Honkai Star Rail is that I'm trying to get characters I don't have on both accounts. So if my free-to-play account has such and such character, I don't want it to be on my pay-to-win account. But certain characters just have synergy, right? So I have Kafka on my pay-to-win account, but not Black Swan. But I have Black Swan on my free-to-play account, but I don't want to get Kafka, even though realistically, for a free-to-play account, Kafka would probably be the best bet for Black Swan. Yeah, so I'm running into that problem right now. And in terms of my progression, I got Jiao Qiu. So the reason why I got Jiao Qiu is my Akron is just she's a naked Akron. She doesn't have her light cone. She doesn't have constellations. She's got nothing. Even her relics are kind of like mid. Yeah. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of break effect that's so useful on Akron. Got a bunch of speed and 2.9% crit rate. That's also dark shitty. Actually, 9 speed is not that bad. 9 speed is better than nothing, I guess. Boots. Boots is actually okay. Not really. This is copium. Actually, all of this is dog shit. Only this one is good. This is the only good relic I have on her. This is also okay-ish, I guess. 8 speed is nothing to laugh at. Crit rate, 8.7%. So basically my Akron is gimped for life, which is why she needs Jiao Qiu, and that's why I got him. Which means I have no funds for Fei Xiao, who is the character I actually want, but I realized that to get Fei Xiao, I would also need Robin, and I hate Robin, so it's kind of like a 50-50. It could go either way. If I get Fei Xiao, I might go for Robin as well, but at this point, I have almost no primos. So I kind of hate relic farming in HSR. I like relic farming in HSR. Relic farming in HSR is the easiest in any of these games because you don't have to do it manually. I think artifact farming, probably farming right now in Zenless is probably the worst because I actually have to do it manually. I'm not powerful enough to do it to the point where I can just like breeze through it in 3 seconds. For a Genshin Impact, it's super easy because I would have a C3 Farina and I can just kill all the enemies in less than 10 seconds. Going to beat up the guy at Mihoyo who took Fei Xiao's tail. I like the... No, actually I don't. I'd be on copium for that as well. It's like, why? Well, what's the point of having a Foxian with no tail? It's like kind of defeating the point of a Foxian. It's like, she's already mostly humanoid, but you're gonna take away like half of her non-humanoid features. Why? It doesn't make a lot of sense. I guess there's a lore reason for why that's happening, but it's just, I don't know. It feels a bit weird. Yeah. Okay, time to farm for my stuffies. I farm. Yeah, let's do this. Jiaoqiu is so good for Act 1. I swear, Jiaoqiu probably made her at least like 500% better. Yep. With a C3 Farina, you don't need artifacts. True, true. I don't know why. Yeah, the only reason why I farm artifacts anymore is probably for Imaginarium Theater. Because let's be honest, Imaginarium Theater does require some kind of investment. Most of the time, it doesn't. Well, actually, that's not true. I don't know how the new difficulty is going to pan out. Maybe I'll actually need to try it on the new difficulty. But either way, I'm having fun. I'm not too fussed about a lot of the things that I used to be fussed about. I'm not too fussed about getting more rewards in Genshin Impact, at least. Because I already have everything. I'm not too worried about endgame content because I think I've already seen like the maximum amount of endgame content you can have in Gacha now in Honkai Star Rail. Honkai Star is the game with the most endgame content, and it's panned out in a way that's not necessarily enjoyable. I'll show you guys later what I mean by the endgame content not being that enjoyable. With a C3, it's so ass and balls that they keep getting away with taking away fluffy tails from characters who deserve one. I can't wait for Arknight's Enfield. I don't know about Enfield. I think it's going to be pretty fun as a management game because it's like they took the base mechanics from Arkfield and then just made it like a 3D kind of like city management game, which is fine. But I feel like the worst thing about Enfield right now is how the combat looks. I kind of wonder who's my main on Chlorine's Quick Bloom. Chlorine can do a Quick Bloom. Yeah, okay. I was like, what? Bloom? Like Hyper Bloom? Like, Chlorine, Baiju, Farina, Kazuha. I feel like Nemo is in a really weird place for me right now because I'm just so reliant on Hydro and Dendro that I feel like anything that requires anything other than those elements is just not as good. I feel like Nemo has actually gotten weaker over time. I don't know if that's just me. I don't know if I'm just coping. Blaze to Natlan, new Primo Gemco, let's go. Okay. Bench Gamer, yes, yes. What? System busy? What do you mean system busy? Oh, you're on maintenance. Fuck. Like, I think Farina is the main DPS. Farina at C3 has become my main DPS. I feel like I do just as much damage just spamming auto attacks on normal for Farina at this point when I'm doing her ult. It's so fun. Farina C6 is going to be so fun because I can actually do normal attacks on her. It just feels good. It's like Farina is my favorite character in Genshin, which is kind of weird because I also think that Fontaine is my least favorite region. I think there's like, I say this so many times, but I really feel like the cast for Fontaine is just not overall as strong as Sumeru's, and even Inazuma's I feel like was a tiny bit stronger. Disregarding Kakomi. Mine's at C2 R1. Yeah, I forgot. I didn't get her weapon because I thought it looked stupid, and I thought my weapon, the pay to win black sword weapon, that shit looks so dope on Farina. The red against the black against the blue, it goes so well. Whereas Farina's sisters, I don't know what that looks like. It looks like a pen quill. It looks like a quill, like a tiny little quill that you would hold in your hand. I guess it's supposed to be a baton, but I don't know. It's just too blue. There's too much blue on Farina already. So having a weapon that's actually red, I feel like would have become better with her. Man, I also feel like a lot of the Natlan fan art is way better than the actual like characters themselves and how they look in game. I don't know if that's That's kind of insulting, to be honest. Sumeru felt like shipbait extraordinaire. Really? Yeah, it did ship. Well, not really. I feel like Fontaine also had a lot of shipbait with Chlorinde and Navia, and Novelet and Farina. Who else? Actually, I think that's it. I think for Sumeru, it was what? It was like, it was Al-Haytham and Kaveh. That was basically it. I don't remember anything else. It was Nilu and Traveler. And I can't remember anything else. That's basically it. I don't feel like Genshin in general is very shit baity. Like there's Ningguang and Beidou, but they haven't been in the story for like a hot minute. So it's not really worth talking about. Miko and Raiden Shogun. Like there's not that much shit bait. I'll be honest. I don't really notice it that much. It's not like I feel like not Zenless Zonzera, but Honkai Star actually does it way more. I really dislike Firefly as a character. Firefly is the most boring. Okay, that's a bit too much for me. Probably should stop scrolling down on my own timeline. It's gonna reveal too much. Okay, maybe this is good. It's gonna reveal too much. It's too sussy. Genshin. Let's keep going. Ooh, this is nice. Oh my god. I love Fei Xiao. I feel like her design... I think Fei Xiao actually has the best design right now. Outside of not having a tail, I think Fei Xiao literally has the best character design out of all the female characters in Honkai Star Rail right now. I feel like her design was what Acheron should have been. I feel like Acheron's was a little bit too revealing. She probably maybe should have pulled her pants down a little bit and maybe had some like jeans. Give her back her tail, Miho, yeah. Wonder if I should use my guarantee on Shilonen. I don't even know who Shilonen is. That's how out of it I am. If I search for Shilonen right now, what do I get? Oh, that girl. Yeah. Yeah, I can see. I feel like her... I feel like she feels the same archetype as Jane Doe from Zenless. So the fact that I'm getting Jane Doe is probably going to fulfill that part of my need for her. I feel like I just don't really need that many characters in Genshin right now. If I ever go for another character in Genshin, it'll probably just be because I don't know what would make me like actually spend money. I'm completely free to play on my pay to win account now, by the way. I don't spend money on Battle Pass. I don't spend on monthly pass. I don't spend on anything on my Wii account because I already have C3 for it now. And on my free-to-play account, of course, I only spend money on skins. So that's where I'm at in terms of my spending habits for Genshin. I'm almost completely free-to-play. And I'm at the #1 furry fan. Yeah. You should probably get a better computer and play Zenless. Because I feel like Zenless is really the furry heaven right now, to be honest. I feel like if you're not playing Zenless and you're a furry fan, then you're not really playing the Hoyoverse game you're supposed to get. Have you seen the... Plurcha? Let's just go to Zenless Leagues, whatever. Zenless Leagues. This is probably gonna get me banned, but... Zenless is cultural uncanny valley to me, sorry. Really? But we're getting actual furries as playable characters, like Poltra. So good. She's so beautiful. I can't believe she's actually going to be a playable character. This is nuts. Poltra just looks like, oh my god. 10 out of 10 character design. Actual furry. The actual furry heaven. Does she have a tail? I think she does, Poltra. Lycon is 100% furry, but yeah, Poltra. I'm actually surprised they're willing to put more furries in the game. Because for a time, I thought that they were just going to be one-offs. Like Lycon would be a one-off. And not Nekomata, but just basically Lycon and Ben would be one-offs. But it turns out that Ultra Zenless, they are actually going to make more furry characters. I think that's her tail. I think she does have a tail. Yeah, that's probably her tail, the yellow part over there. So that's going to be one of the playable characters. And there's also Big Daddy. Yeah. Basically, all the characters we're seeing here on this thumbnail is going to be playable. There's going to be a pig
Hello,
guy.
everyone. And
Shut up,
welcome
AI
back to the
voice.
channel. Today, we're diving into some
I
exciting...
mean, there's a straight up playable bear. Yeah. But I thought that those would be one-offs, to be honest. I thought those would be like the bait to get furries into the game, and then they would just abandon the furries
and then just do anthropomorphic like Nekomata and shit. But no, they're going to go all furry. It's just all furries all the time, with some, you know, some slight human characters here and there. It's actually the opposite. It's gonna be like slightly furry, and then in between there's gonna be like 5 and 6 human characters. They also have an ape. Should I show this? Probably. I don't really care. I don't care about Hoyoverse. I'm probably gonna get banned from Hoyoverse for life, but who cares? Big Daddy model. We got a pig guy. We got a female. I don't know what she is. She looks like some kind of jackal, fox girl. Cool. There's some other characters. This is pretty far back. No. Bernice animations. Probably shouldn't show that. Jane Doe is a mouse girl, but she's mostly human looking. New shadow art. So yeah, there's an orangutan, and then there's like another jackal dude. Cool. Forever slave to fluffy ears and tails. I'm going to be forced to download another gacha. I've basically secluded myself to just playing like 1 or 2 gachas mostly, and that most of those is just Honkai Star. I barely play Honkai Star. Like I say I keep up with Honkai Star, but in reality it's just more like I do dailies, right? But the dailies barely take any work. So the only like gacha I'm playing actively is probably like Zenless right now, and only barely as well, because when there's like no main story, no events, I'm just like I'm chilling out during these like tap events. Wow. Should probably turn on the sound. I wonder if I can do the... I wonder if I can finish the Apocalyptic Shadow now. Okay, let me show you what I mean by the end game is so boring in Honkai Star right now. Let's go to the end game content. Okay. So everybody in Apocalyptic Shadow. Let's see what teams is everybody using Apocalyptic Shadow right now. I have a guarantee 100 and we'll still waiting for Venti. That's gonna be a long wait. Shilonen's on my watch list since astrology gives me some good insights. Oh my god, is this astrology called leaks or very vivid dreams? Replace lineup. Friend clearance. Wow, would you look at that? Firefly and Harmony Trailblazer and Ranmei. Wow, would you look at that? It's also Gallagher. Would you look at that? 2 completely different people with the exact same team. Wow. What are the chances that everybody just uses the exact same team? Amazing. Oh, it's another person. 3 different people in a row with the exact same teams. Firefly, Gallagher, Harmony Trailblazer, and Ranmei. It's like almost everybody uses the same characters. Holy shit. Amazing. Ranmei again. Yeah, Acheron. Gotta have Acheron. Firefly. Oh, this one's a little bit different. Instead of Gallagher, they have Locha. Yep. And instead of Ranmei, they have really gimped Ranmei, otherwise known as Pella. Not really Ranmei. So, what am I telling you guys here? Look at this. The same team, almost the same team. Acheron Slave. Acheron Slave with Jiao. Look. Acheron, Jiao, Acheron, Jiao. Like, what is this? Like 50%, more than 50% of the teams for everybody on my friends list who can clear this is using the exact same team. Like literally everybody is using the exact same team. Is this fun to you guys? Like I'm not trying to be like overly negative, but I feel like the conversation on power creep in gacha games has gone to the point where it's like, oh, it's not power creep if you can still clear with Eidolon 6 Sela with a Ranmei and a Robin on your team. It's like, what are you talking about? You literally have 2 of the best supports in the entire fucking game supporting one shitty ass character. That doesn't mean that Sela hasn't been power crept. It just means that you have power crept the support so much that you can now support a shitty character. But realistically, there's only 2 options to you in Honkai Star if you want to do all of the endgame content to full stars. One, you either need an extremely well invested character, preferably a DPS character from a previous region. So 1.0 characters, if you still use 1.0 characters, like look at me, look at what I have. For my Danhen, right? What I use for Danhen is the signature weapon for Clara. So I don't have her signature, but I have his E2. I have his E2. My relics are relatively good. Yeah, right. Crit rate 32%, crit damage 24%. More crit damage, speed and crit rate, break effect, more speed, more crit damage, attack percentage. I got attack percentage, speed, crit damage. Really, these are actually really good relics. These are relatively good relics, except for this one. This one has effect hit rate. But I still can't clear Idleland 2, Danhen, with relatively well invested artifacts. And I can't clear Spiral Abyss. I can't clear this Apocalyptic Shadow with imaginary weakness. So, what is that telling you? Am I using the same teams? Boothill is also good for this mode, and he's also super fun to play. Unfortunately, Firefly heavy. Yeah, Boothill got... Another thing that has kind of broken down with Honkai Star is that there's not really elemental weakness anymore. Like, because all the new characters have elemental weakness implant. Like Boothill has elemental weakness implant, Firefly has elemental weakness implant, and Fei Xiao is going to have some kind of elemental weakness implant, or doesn't care about elemental weakness on her ult, just the same way as Acheron doesn't care about elemental weakness for her ultimate. So it doesn't really matter whether or not as much. It's like a very little difference for whether or not you have the elemental weakness that you're supposed to. It's just that everybody has the same tools now. So what does that mean? It means that all the new characters are going to get power crept, because it doesn't matter if Boothill is specifically for physical characters. Firefly can just power creep him straight away, because you don't need to care about whether or not the enemy is physical actually. It is very sad to me. That's very sad. Like, I'm not too torn up about it. I make it sound like it's so melodramatic. To be honest, break characters do 0 damage with a right weakness too, so they can. That's true. But Fei Xiao is not a break character. Acheron is not a break character, and they still have it. So like, what now? And it's also going to be super easy to nerf break characters, because they just have to have an enemy that doesn't break, and then break characters are dead in the water. It's really that simple. They're not going to do it straight away. They're not going to do it that like binary. It's not going to be like, oh, this character has a break bar, this enemy has a break bar, and now this enemy doesn't. It's going to be like, oh, this enemy has like a humongous break bar, or that enemy has a break bar that has like 6 levels of breaks, or this character, this enemy has a break bar that becomes immune to break if these other enemies are still alive. And finally, they will just have an enemy that has no break bar at all. Break characters when Trot Prime. Yeah. It's like, it's Firefly's mortal enemy. The fire destruction. No, that's not the one. That one has a break bar. The ones that actually do damage can be damaged. So that's not it. What I'm basically saying is that when you look at the teams that everybody is using, are they actually using older characters? Like, which one is an older character in this entire roster here for this first person currently? I don't know who they are in real life. They're not like a personal friend. None of my friends, people on my friends list are, so it's like I don't really know who they are. I'm sorry if I'm using you as an example, but how many of these characters are from 1.0? Like, it's literally just Fuxuan. Literally no Fuxuan and Ranmei, the 2 most powerful characters. Like Ranmei, Fuxuan. So that's 2 out of 8 characters that are from the previous region. Just 2 out of 8. That's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's like 25%. So only 25% of the characters are from 1.0. And this one has Fuxuan, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 50%. 50% of this team is 50%. Oh, 50, 40. So like 60% of this team. Oh, that's actually quite a lot. Ranmei. Yeah, this team is still mostly Region 1. So it's like 60%, 60, 70%. This team, 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, this person used Blade. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 50%. 50%. 1. Just 1? 1, 2. So 25% of this team is from Region 1. Yeah, 1, 2. And this one is... Oh, I guess you could count... I don't know. I almost feel like Dr. Ratio is a Region 2 character. I don't know why. So 3 characters out of 8. 3 characters out of 6. So that's like 33%. 1, 2... 2 character, 2, 3. So another like 33%. So the amount of characters you're using from the previous region ranges from like 30% to 50% now on average for each of these team setups that can clear the new content. And this is going to dwindle in the next year and the next year after that if they don't do something to buff the older characters. Like if Blade doesn't get a dedicated HP damage buff, like he's just dead. This is a really actually quite an interesting team because you have both Clara and Blade. But I guess that works because of the AoE. You need AoE to clear all of the ads. This is a fun... That looks like a fun team. But notice how every single one of the teams just has the same... All 3 of these teams, 4 of these teams, 5 of the teams, every single person who even attempted to do Apocalyptic Shadow has the exact same team on one half. That's insane, dude. That's actually insane. That just shows you how broken Firefly is right now. And then in the next region, she's going to be less broken. And then in the region after that, she's going to be completely irrelevant. Jesus Christ, man. Like, nobody is using the older characters on one team exactly. Except for the exception of Ram Mei. Damn. More Quantum, nice. Yeah, okay, I'm done ranting about the endgame. That's it. So it is possible to use older characters, right? I don't want to say it's completely impossible, but it becomes much less viable when you look at all the new mechanics that the new enemies have. Have you guys looked at the leaks for Honkai Star Rail? The next enemy has both the fastest attack speed as well as the highest health pool. Like, what is that telling you? It's just telling you you're full, you're fucked. You're actually fucked. There's no way you're going to be able to keep up. And there is going to be... people are still saying now, people who are against the idea of power creep or arguing that there's not significant power creep are still saying that you can still clear the hardest content with older characters. But I'm not sure how long that's going to last. I actually think that at some point, older characters will legitimately just not be able to clear the new content. And I don't think it's as far away as people think. I think it's going to be like 1 or 2 years away. I haven't opened the game in a long time. You should. It's pretty fun. And by pretty fun, I mean I'm farming a lot. That's what I mean by fun. Alright, Echo of War. I'm still enjoying Honkai Star. I think the new story in Shinjo Lofu is pretty good. It's not like mind-breakingly good, mind-shatteringly good, but it is fun. I like the new characters. I like Fei Xiao. Lingsha also looks way better than I thought she initially looked. Also, Jiao Chu has a cool-ass ult. He's so cool. Him and his NPC uniform. I love it. It does make me feel a bit weird, though, that all the supports that have synergy with each other with all these characters don't really have anything to do with each other in lore. Like, Aqua and Jiaoshu have nothing to do with each other in the lore. Kafka and Black Swan have nothing to do with each other in the lore. I wish they had more, like, lore-accurate synergy teams. Hadn't even finished farming for Argenti. Yeah, that's pretty far behind. But, you know, if you enjoy the story, I enjoy the story. So I'm going to keep playing this game. I think Honkai Star is probably the most complete gacha game at this point. I don't even feel too bad about... I feel like the fact that it has such a... The end game has progressed so far. That's why the gacha feels like the power creep gacha system feels like it's particularly bad. Not because it's like intrinsically worse than all of the other gachas. It's because it has actually progressed farther than any of the other gachas so far. It's progressed more than Genshin, Wuthering Waves, Zenless. And because it feels like it's progressed farther at a faster rate is also why it feels like it's worse. So it's not intrinsically worse, it's just worse by virtue of having more endgame in general. If all the other gachas had this sort of endgame and this level of content, then they would probably also feel as bad. Genshin is also reaching the same point too. If you look at all the new blessings for Spiral Abyss, like what is it? If you have burning characters, you get 30% crit damage and 30% crit rate. Like that's immense. That's massive. It's basically like if you have burning characters, if you have Emily, then good luck. You've made it. You've beaten this abyss. So they're catering more. There's also the buffs you get for having the characters that are designated in Imaginarium Theater, because they get extra attack and HP buffs outside of Imaginarium Theater as well. So just by having those characters, you get innate buffs. So they have like 2 different tools now. A buff tool from the previous Spiral Abyss, as well as an additional tool to buff the characters that they want to sell in a given banner. Anyways, back to Twitter. I want to look at my timeline. Look at all the sexy characters. Gunner mode activated. Ooh, this looks too AI. I'll be honest. The only reason why I went back to Wuthering Waves, like it wasn't the bosses. I've said that before, that I actually enjoy the bosses, but realistically, it was mostly because of Jingxi, and because I think she's hot. That's really the major reason here. Imaginarium Theater just seems so ass. I like Imaginarium Theater. I think it's a good mode. And once they've made changes to it, I think it'll just be almost nearly perfect for me. It doesn't really matter that it's like not the hardest thing of all time. You can't really make it too hard. Otherwise, people who have not invested majorly into like several characters and the specific characters that are designated for that mode at that season, if they can't do it, it's just like, it feels bad. So I think that it makes sense that it's not as, oh my god, Lingsha. Yeah, she does not look like this in the game. Imaginarium Theater was not as bad as everyone made it seem. I liked it, but yeah, I liked it. I feel like I already saw the potential for Imaginarium Theater even back in the day. I realized that they could very easily just add on to it, so I didn't like rage out as much as other people did, because I feel like there's still this conception that Genshin Impact's team is not willing to make changes when they in fact are. All of Hoyoverse is accepting changes now in the games. None of them are like as boneheaded as when they were the most popular games on the market. Because they're not anymore, right? There's so many other gacha games. We're getting Arknight's Enfield, we're getting NTE, Neverness to Everness. I'm not excited for any of those games, but still. Wuthering Waves kind of came and went. It's kind of just dead. I'll be honest. I feel like having a down patch for 1.2 was probably not the best idea. Like, Zenless Zone Zero also isn't doing that well, but I feel like Zenless Zone Zero, by virtue of being part of the Hoyoverse family, is going to get long-term support anyway, so there's much less chance that it'll go poo-poo, that it'll go down the shithole very soon. They're going to put all their back into it for a very long time, probably for the next 2 years. And then after that, it's going to be the Animal Crossing. I really do think that Zenless Zone Zero was the last gacha game I'm going to be excited for like traditional gachas, where you have like these combat mechanics and all of this like wanting in-game content stuff. Because after this, Hoyoverse isn't really making more of these types of games, are they? They're going into Animal Crossing mode. They're making another gacha game, but for Animal Crossing fans. It's not going to have the same overlapping player base as their previous games. I don't think I'll ever get used to random teams in a game. I like random teams, in which synergy has such importance. It may not be particularly hard or unfair, but it must feel so bad to play through. Yeah, sometimes, but like that's part of the fun for me. That is part of the fun for me. Can I upgrade you, please? No. Okay, I'm done on that account. Honor. Oh, I'm already at max level. Holy shit. That was fast. Yeah, Zenless Honkai Starro is just so easy to farm for, because you don't have to pay attention. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing. I think mostly right now it's a good thing, but I also think it disengages you from the game sometimes if you're the type of player who wants like active gameplay. I think Zenless Zone Zero for me right now is still okay, but it does feel kind of weird that I'm farming Hollow Zero every single week for I don't know really what, because you don't get relics from farming Hollow Zero. So what are you getting exactly? I think you're just getting some like currency points you can use in the shop. I think that's all you get. And so after Zenless Zone Zero, I think that Zenless Zone Zero is the end of the current gacha era. If that makes any sense. It's the end of the Hoyoverse era of trying to make gacha games that are trying to appeal to a relatively similar group of people. Even though they are different, they are all like combat endgame. They're all like combat. At the end of the day, they all like the whole combat story focused stuff. And then we get to Animal Crossing Gacha. What's that going to be like? Is that going to have a story like Honkai Star Rail, like Zenless, like Genshin Impact? Is it going to be like narrative driven? Or is it going to be more organic? You build a house here and then you get in touch with your neighbors, that sort of stuff. It's completely uncharted territory for now. I'm surprised that there hasn't been an Animal Crossing Gacha yet. Maybe that's called Farmville. You guys still remember Farmville? People used to play that all the time back in high school, but that was back in like the early days of Facebook. Remember when people still used Facebook? I never used Facebook. It's kind of wild how Facebook became something that boomers use so fast. Like, it was almost an instant transition. I don't know when it started. It was like almost as soon as I entered university, it was like a old people thing. Back in high school, it was like everybody used Facebook. Your second account is better than my main account. Really? Oh, for Honkai Star Rail? I don't know. I have almost no synergy. I lucked out on getting Qingxue for my mono quantum team. But that's basically it. This is my only full team, my Qingxue, and then I still swap out Qingxue for another better character while I'm farming. It's just faster. People still use Facebook when I was in university. Yeah. Maybe it's just my crowd that I ran in, because my crowd was more of like the geeky side of things, so we didn't use Facebook all that much in the first place. And now it's like Facebook is just ads and weird people talking about politics, but I suppose weird people talking about politics is everywhere else as well. Oh yeah, I forgot. Did I watch the Mualani trailer? Mualani Experience? I have not watched any of these so far. I watched a little bit of this.
Well as being able to travel.
What does she actually do? I'm still not totally sure. Let's just watch this for now. Let me get to know Natlan.
If you visit the people of the springs in Natlan, look out for the water.
I think it's really funny, but did you guys, during that one live stream, I think it was what's his name? Dainsleigh. Dainsleigh's voice actor straight up said that he didn't play Genshin Impact during one of the live streams. I thought that was hilarious. I don't know why. Kachina looks adorable, but she's a 4-star. Yeah. I want to get Sitlali, but she's a 4-star. I don't know if that matters. Why am I even talking about that anymore? Because it doesn't really matter. I have C3 for now. I can just make Sitlali work if I really wanted to, I guess.
With the questionable looking floaters and
I just hope she's not. I really wish there were like more 4-star DPS. It's a really weird place that gacha games are in, because 4-star DPS characters just get put into the shit pile immediately. Nobody really cares about them. So the only time a 4-star can ever shine is if they're support. But I do wish, like, in this instance, I do wish Sitlali was DPS.
Boards on display at the entrance. That shop belongs to
Sitlali is a granny. All the better.
Likely to come crashing into
So I'm guessing that this rainbow color effect around the characters is that Natlan super like synergy effect, is what I'm guessing.
Crashing into your life unannounced. Like
It looks really good. I love it. It looks so colorful.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Thanks in part to her tribal background, Mualani's connection to the hydro element runs deep. Her versatile elemental.
The animations are much more similar to Zenless now. It feels much more active.
With her elemental
And flippy. I don't know what to call it. It's flippy. It's bouncy.
Ready to navigate the waves at high speed.
I don't know. I like using my main DPS Freeze Kaya, and it's still decent Abyss, at least until floor 11. Yeah, that's this thing. If it's only good until floor 11, it's almost like useless to me, because anything is good up to floor 11. It's only like, because floor 12 has been power crept so much, that it's like a whole different level compared to like the early Abyss cycles. Grandmas are fine as long as they aren't as insane as Xingliu. The glow is great. Yeah, I love the glow.
Speed. She also gains night soul.
I'm probably not going to get her from a free-to-play account at least, because she can sail on water, and I think that ruins the experience.
Night soul points as she rides her sharky surfboard. Her movement speed is
Sharky
increased.
surfboard, is that what you call
And
it?
as well as being able to travel on water,
Oh, she gets to...
she can even
Oh.
surf along liquid phlogiston without suffering damage. When all Night Soul points are used up, or when her elemental skill is used again, the Night Soul's blessing state ends. In areas with Natlan's phlogiston mechanics, if the active character enters a specific state, Mualani can take the field already in the Night Soul's blessing state, with Night Soul points available.
That's so blessing.
Additionally,
Night Soul
when Mualani
blessing
surfs on
state.
water or liquid
What's that
phlogiston
mean?
in the Night Soul's blessing
She has a stamina
state, she
bar.
will consume Night Soul points
Oh.
or phlogiston at a slower rate. In
What-
the Night
what is
Soul's blessing
phlogiston?
state, Mualani's normal attack is replaced with the more powerful Sharky's Bite, which
Oh,
deals
she's
hydro
like...
damage based
That's
on
kind of like the
Mualani's
shark girl, Ellen, in Zenless. She's got a different bar.
Colliding with an enemy in this state tags them, and gives Mualani 1 stack of wave momentum.
Oh my god, she's so
Wave momentum
bouncy.
has a maximum of 3 stacks, and each stack increases the damage dealt by Sharky's Bite. When 3 stacks are reached, Sharky's
She
Bite
is
is
stack
replaced with
stacking as
Sharky's
well.
Surging Bite, further increasing the damage dealt.
Damn, she
Wave
really
momentum
is Ellen.
then cleared. Additionally,
The
when an
Hydro.
enemy is attacked by Sharky's Bite, their tag is removed, and shark missiles are fired at up to a certain number of tagged
Shark
enemies
missiles?
nearby.
What?
Shark missiles deal hydro damage and remove their target's tag. After unlocking the talent Heat-Resistant Freshwater Floater, striking an enemy with Sharky's Surging Bite will generate a floater nearby. Mualani can collect floaters she herself has generated to restore her Night Soul points.
Catch an epic wave! Whoosh!
I think
Mualani's
HSR devs for
elemental
Weld
burst
being
fires a
playable.
super
Why?
missile, which homes in on enemies.
What's so great about Weld? I feel like he's being power crept to bits. He needs an extra like 5-star form immediately. He needs to be good. To be honest, there's not enough old characters. Yeah, there's always an immortal. Oh, I see. Always an immortal that looks like an adult in their prime or a straight up kid. Yeah, I mean that is kind of like Welt. He is kind of like an immortal in his prime. If his like immortal prime is being like a semi middle aged dude, because Welt is cool and awesome. I do wish there were like more old characters. Gallagher kind of sort of counts, right?
And deals AoE hydro damage based on her max HP. After unlocking the talent Natlan's
Oh,
Greatest
Dia,
Guide,
that's
when a
that's
nearby
spicy.
party member triggers a Night Soul
You want to
burst,
remind people
Mualani
Dia
gains
exists.
Wave Chaser's exploits. Using her elemental burst clears all Wave Chaser's exploits to increase the damage dealt by this burst. Staying positive and optimistic
dear.
often makes a person
Insane.
far more productive.
What is that?
When
She's
Mualani is
bouncing
in
up
the
and
party,
down in a
interacting with
pufferfish
certain
suit.
harvestable items in areas with Natlan's phlogiston mechanics will restore an amount of phlogiston.
Gallagher sort of
Also,
counts, yeah. He's
nearby
dead though.
Natlan regional specialties will be
So is the
marked
other
on
guy.
minimap. If you vacation in the people of the
Mika.
Springs territory, Mualani will be more
It's
than
kind of
happy
insane
to
that
prove
both
the
4-star characters
But
died
anyone who steps out of line will
in
find
Petaconi. That's
themselves in
hilarious.
hot water. Mualani starts the battle by using her elemental skill to enter the Night Soul's blessing state. Then she surfs the battlefield.
He lives
tagging
within our
enemies
hearts.
and
Not
charging
mine. I
her
think
wave
Gallagher was just
momentum.
okay. I never understood
Charge
his
level
mechanics.
3. She
And I don't play
performs a
great
Sharky's
characters.
surging bite,
Dia is probably
harnessing
gonna
all her
be good with
surfing
her.
prowess to
Hopefully.
deal increased
I've heard like
damage to
people say
enemies.
that Dia will be good so
When
many
energy is
times, but
full,
it's just never
Mualani
happened.
fires off a super shark missile, and she and Sharky ride the tide to victory. Like many business people,
It's kind of
Mualani
weird, but I feel
entertains
like the
certain
initial characters
superstitions
for
about
Genshin
wealth
Impact are
generation,
always not
such
that
as a
exciting.
belief in good omens.
Like for the initial
Perhaps
characters in
that's why she likes to
Sumeru, we
visit
got what? We got
Siglali and
Tignari.
have her fortune told.
I think it was just Tignari.
But I
as
don't
the
think
first new
Mualani
5-star.
has blind faith in
And
the
then
answers
Fontaine,
she
what
gets.
did we get? I think we
More
got.
likely,
We didn't get
she's simply
Navia. We got.
curious about
We
what's
got
next in
Linny and
store for
Lynette.
her. What or who?
I
is
don't know
waiting
why
around
they.
the corner?
Yeah, I do know why they want to keep the good stuff until later. But it
And
always
if the
feels kind of
omens
weird that
bode
I'm
ill,
playing
no
like
big
going to a
deal.
new region.
She'll
It always
either
weird
bide
me
her
out that
time
we're
till
going to a
her
new
luck
region and we
turns
get
around,
relatively
or
not
charge
that
on
exciting
through to the other
characters.
side.
Mulani is probably the most
Sometimes
exciting initial
spontaneity is a
character
powerful
since
force that can drive
maybe
away
Inazuma with Ayaka. Yeah, Ayaka and Yoimiya were like both super exciting characters for me. But Mulani and everything after that for the initial 5 point, like the 0.0 characters were just kind of okay. She looks too much like a VTuber. I feel like Rappa looks more like a VTuber. Tignari was epic. I do think Tignari was good. It's just that he didn't really appear or get hinted at in the story in any way whatsoever. unlike Ayaka, so it did feel like he was relatively less hype. You just got a shark bite. I feel like they're doing better with the facial animations, or maybe that's just me. Is that a manta ray? I don't know what to call those animals. Are those called manta rays?
I'm Mualani, a guide from the people of the springs.
Okay.
At your service. All of Natlan is at our fingertips. Let me show you.
She's literally a tour guide.
Follow me.
Rappa also does look like a VTuber, yeah. Oh, it's Kanich. I love it when multiple characters appear in the same trailer. Or character trailer. It's so immersive. Whatever they do to make the characters feel less of a thing in their own vacuum is a good thing. It's like she's skateboarding. What the fuck? She's like twisting the board around. Even though the board is a shark. This feels like a tourism video. It's like a person just walking through the entire environment. Like showing off how beautiful it looks. That's what this looks like to me.
Alright, last but not least, it's time for the grand finale. Ready?
You can't do that in the game. You can't ride on air. Well, it does seem like a track though, so maybe you can. She's so fun. I haven't played her yet, so I don't know. But we'll see in just a couple of hours.
Here we are. Did you have fun? Of course you did. Catch you on the next one.
Nice. Okay. I've already seen the teaser, so I'm just gonna leave it there. Alright, I think I'm gonna go get some dinner because it's currently 3:48 p.m. for me, and I want to get some dinner before I like return and start streaming Natlan. So that's gonna be it for this stream. I'll be back in a couple of hours for Natlan. You guys will probably either be playing Natlan or watching some other streamers, so I don't know about how many of you guys will still be here. But that was fun. I liked playing. Yeah, I'm going to sleep now too. Yeah, I need to get some food. I like playing Genshin without being pressured to just like finish everything and get the rewards. That's always good. All right, this is Benchgamer signing out. It was nice seeing all of you guys here. We Radica, he's already gone. Giselle Bread, Adria Gailey, all you guys. I'm sorry if I didn't mention your name. Santiago Nova, Luke Mileto. All right, I think that's it. There's one more person. Shirona Sama. Yeah. Okay, there's too many of you. I can't remember you guys' names now. Anyways, this is Benchgamer signing out. Bye bye. I'll see you guys in a couple of hours if you're still awake. Bye bye.